combat. Your gift friend bamfed off into a portal.
Friend.
Shut up.
He was all right.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Hey, he's not going to betray us in the future.
Maybe
Why are you
he's
always suspicious?
It is not. My brain. Okay, so, oh man, there's so much for me to do.
What do you mean suspicious? He's not going to betray us.
So, on top of that, you had an individual say that they wanted your coins to pass through the territory of what they said was the 6th lunar princess, and I believe you guys got her name as well.
I'll be right back. Got my pizza.
Oh, also, right. Have you started the
up?
game? I'm getting an admin password.
No,
He's
it's
okay.
Yeah, Micro literally just asked that 5 seconds ago. I'm pulling it up now.
Did not hear.
Yeah. They gave you a little while, and you guys threw up the hut for the night. They waited for the hut to go down, and there was some combat. You guys killed some werewolves.
I don't know if we killed those first two. I think we obliterated them.
Yeah, you absolutely destroyed them.
I literally one-shot one.
Several of us one-shot several of them.
But when
However,
it mattered,
one of them was much more sturdy and stronger than the others, and managed to bite and infect, though not to your knowledge in the character. Two, Luxon and Gwen, I believe.
Yeah.
We do know that something is wrong with them, though.
Correct. So where they were bitten, the veins and skin around is a mixture of colors and does not look fantastic.
Lesser restoration, remove curse, and
you guys attempted several things, none of which seemed to take hold. I believe that I did state though that the remove curse felt like
it would have worked.
Was it closest to right, but not right?
Correct. So, you were told that you could trade the coins for a cure. What the individual said the last thing before you guys,
I just realized it's an encrypted curse. We need the security key.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But
send me your HTML file of
it. So the next factor doesn't change what you guys were already doing, heading north along the shoreline towards the Wind Dynasty, and whatever supposed cure that this individual is going to get you. And I believe you guys have already started discussing that you're just going to absolutely murk the shit out of them to get the cure. So, it is... all of you got a long rest right before the combat. I believe it was during the very last watch that Nin slipped out. Was it Nin? No, it was Luxon slipped out, and everything kind of went to shit. So you guys just had your long rest. I don't think many of you look worse for wear, right?
I'm actually fully healed. I am just missing almost all my spell slots.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty bad.
I'm like talking and not loading up the game, which I was like,
this isn't up.
I was literally on the select game master thing screen, and I just didn't click it.
I'm having to remember what damage die this character uses.
Whatever it says,
it's only D8s.
One higher.
It's all D8s.
My big spells are gone, but I'm still good in HP.
So a couple of you chased after the individual a fair bit before turning around.
I'm out,
realizing
I'm out of
he was
fifth,
quick,
fourth,
quick song
third,
bitch.
And half of my second.
Okay. So if we want,
yeah, we'll start with you guys. Discussing.
I just realized this is the most like magically exhausted Nin has ever been.
Yeah, you guys.
If we want, we can see if we can get any information from those people. As I point to the ones we killed first.
How? How are we going to get information from dead bodies?
Anybody have a magic coin we
know
about?
There's several ways to talk to dead bodies, but
yeah,
I typically don't touch them myself.
I mean, I have these.
This music's too.
I hold up a pouch.
I like this music while we're talking about. Yeah, you can talk to dead bodies.
Yeah, so we can talk to them, see if they know anything about the cure. That way,
What cure? Why would we cure?
Because of that, as I point to you as you're the giant marking glowing red vein.
We don't know what's wrong with you. We know something's wrong with you.
Yeah, the skin and veins around where you're bit, they're like black and like blood red. It does not look.
Yeah, we don't need to know what's wrong with you to know you're fucked up.
Yeah, cure for that.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna go look at that. I'm gonna go start prodding myself.
Prodding.
Ow! Ow!
It might
Ow!
in a little.
Find out.
There's a curse on you. I can tell you that much.
Gonna start poking at it, prodding, trying to figure out what's up. Medicine.
Whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
I get to use.
I did remove curse and felt like it was right. So yeah, I know there's a curse on you. I just 26. Don't know how to break it.
20.
I know Leo. He's good.
Who's Leo?
This is a doctor I heard about. He's really good. Lives in Mattoon.
Actually, he's kind of shitty. Doesn't know how to do math.
Doesn't know how to do math.
How to do math?
I asked his prices and he just said yes.
Hey, they show it here. So, around the wound, Leo, your skin has already started to knit itself back together. Or not Nin, sorry, Luxon. Your skin has already started knitting itself back together. Scar-free, and the muscle underneath seems to be much more taut than you're used to.
So it's definitely not natural.
It's definitely not natural.
Well,
like I said,
with my extent of knowledge of herbalism, can it reach out to cure non-natural things? If
Possibly.
done by like a professional.
Yeah, definitely possibly, as long as you know what's going on and have the right materials. There are, magical herbs and such, but
I'm just gonna continue to examine it closely and start trying to brainstorm what it could possibly be, what I could possibly need.
Sure.
Well, you do know it's a curse.
Splurging out my herbalism supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy said, if you want the antidote, meet me at the waterfall?
At the entrance to the Underdark and close to the start of the forest.
Yeah.
Waterfall.
I don't know. We were running
Underdark waterfall, close enough.
I couldn't hear. I was far away when he screamed it.
You're right next.
Mentally, I wasn't.
He was running like a coward.
Running like a coward? What?
Yeah, the werewolf.
I thought you were talking about Kevin for a second. I was about to go off on you.
No, the other dude. Nin sees him as a total fucking coward.
He was being assaulted by 5 people, plus others.
If you're willing to attack someone, you better be willing to finish it.
This is why I don't trust random people.
Do people have anything on them?
No,
what?
when I
No.
when
That's
I was
right. They were
describing
like almost
All
yeah.
tattered
people,
clothes,
I
almost
wrote you a
naked.
thing.
I think I actually I did get some of their blood already.
Yeah, you did
Right.
take
We
some
shouldn't
things.
trust random people.
Killed me once. Almost killed me twice.
Yeah, but I mean, we've met a lot of people in between that. I feel like, the ratio is still pretty good.
Really
You
not.
still have to have
That's the
have
optimist.
respect for caution.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm just
they literally warned us that they were going to do. This wasn't really a surprise. They did warn us. They were kind and did that. I mean,
I look towards the exploded body.
Well, I'm gonna be
now they
honest.
should have realized that wasn't a good idea, but
I wasn't expecting us to go down from just one hit eight. Just a bite and that's it.
all right, let's
it really hurt.
yeah, do we want to try to ask one of them if they know anything?
How many times can you do that?
3.
I'm a little rusty. I'm assuming it's speak with dead.
Yes.
Oh, the game paused.
Oh, sorry.
Was that
Just gonna
was
rest
that
against that
3
rock.
questions or
I'm
5?
gonna
I
pull you
get
guys over to the
confused.
welcome screen.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
You don't
holding
know,
a
do you?
coin?
I know I can talk to dead with this. Since I have a pouch.
Is this one of the ones that you stole, right?
That is what I stole.
Yeah.
The kobold.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was if you bought one thing and then stole a couple more. If you just stole a bunch of shit.
No,
Wait,
I stole
where
2 things.
Did you go back to buy those?
Huh? This?
Yes.
No.
Did-
You said you can steal from bad people.
Oh. No.
Then how
no,
come you got to
Alex.
steal?
I
Love it.
You stole the wine. You said you
And it's
could steal
just
from bad people.
grabbing the bridge of his
And you all
nose.
kept calling him a bad person. So
Said he was an untrustworthy person myself.
other people called him bad.
okay. Okay.
You said you can take from bad people. Right?
I think we need to define bad.
If they look different than us, then you can steal from them.
I just, as he said that, I just signed literally been a topic of clerical discussion for eons.
You know.
I mean, I feel like he honestly was bad, and then you were saying that the wizard was really bad. You stole from the wizard.
All right, we'll fix this later. Let's focus on people being bitten. Let's talk to the bodies.
Okay.
Typically, I look towards Ellis. Typically, even if they're bad, don't steal from people in cities.
Then how come she got to steal?
It causes more issues than it's worth.
Then why did she steal the wine?
You shouldn't have.
I love
She
how
said it was
whiny
okay.
that was. That was great.
But Ma!
But my
She shouldn't have. Right, Gwen?
Oh. Ever. No matter.
They're never allowed to steal.
In general.
No, it's not.
If you can't even make up the rules, how am I supposed to follow them?
I look at Gwen. No, it's not.
Uh,
No, he's not supposed.
Noted for later session.
Awful.
Okay. We'll come back to this. I'll walk over to one of the bodies and I'll take a handful of the dust and I'll just throw it at the body. It says to sprinkle a pinch, but it just like I take like a third of it and just poof.
Yeah. So the body starts twitching after a
Love
moment.
you so much.
And then you hear the locked up joints creaking as it sits up and just turns its lifeless gaze in your direction.
Hello.
So how does this work?
I think I just ask it questions. Okay. How do we cure them from the bite?
Let's see. This is a
They don't have to see us as allies or anything like that. It is
This is
literally
true.
just
yeah.
I get 5 questions. So it's actually just like fuck. I have to ask 5 of them. Or Brian, have you seen the D&D movie yet?
No.
Yes.
God,
Bastard!
what the
Sorry.
fuck, Rye?
I'm sorry.
You've had so long.
You have 1
You
week
talk
and then
about it.
spoilers are active.
I'm not. Yeah.
That's fine.
God, I was gonna make a
Uh,
reference, but I can't now.
I was trying to make a reference and he didn't bite.
That's how I knew
Uh,
he hadn't seen it. He didn't bite it. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
it opens its mouth
He doesn't
and
get the
it whispers, "Remove the curse."
Already tried that.
Okay. We
I
just have to
can't
remove their-
exactly cut off my arm, guys.
I mean,
Permanent.
I kind of need those.
yes
I
and
mean,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
area.
I can't regrow an arm yet.
What's the name
Maybe.
of it?
I know a few people that can, but not many.
What's the name of the motherfucker? That's the fucking.
How much would that?
Shit.
Is there a cost to it?
Regeneration? I don't think so.
Why do
Generally,
you
for
follow
services, there's always a cost.
Mylena? Mylena, is it how do you say Mylena?
Mylena.
Mylena.
Regeneration doesn't have a component cost, so probably wouldn't actually cost that much.
Nin wouldn't know either way. He doesn't have it.
He once again answers, "She is the 6th lunar princess."
What happened to the other 5? I'm asking like Ellis, not them.
I don't know.
I think Ellis specifically has to ask. The
Yeah, it is me.
questions, So yeah.
I don't know. I can ask. What happened to the other 5?
I don't know.
Are there any more princesses?
I feel like that's not really gonna
5
get us the
more.
information we really need.
Or-
Will there be an ambush for us?
Well, I think they expected to kill us, so I don't think they like.
You could
Planned
probably
that
ask if they
ahead.
expected to kill us.
Why do they want the coins?
Oh, it's probably because.
They're probably gonna say because the lady asked for it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. If the coins are bad, let's just put them in my tattoo for safekeeping.
What does the princess want with the coins?
I look towards Ellis and give her an approving nod at that one.
He replies to you, "They are to make her stronger."
What's Kath Shea up to during all this?
Oh, yeah, the
Watching
cashier's here.
very intently. On his haunches, tails ticking wildly.
You didn't get bit. too,
Like
did you?
antsy wildly or
See.
just actively wild?
Just passively, like curiosity more than anything.
Like, ooh,
We have
So
one
it's
more.
an ooh, not a ah.
Okay, I think we can ask more.
How many more questions do you have left?
This is the first time I've ever used it. You said you thought it was between 3 and 5, and we've already asked 4. So
So this is probably the last one. I love the fact. I love that he knows about necromancy. He doesn't use it though, so he's like,
what's a good?
You want to ask?
I stopped myself halfway through. I was like, nope, don't want to say that.
"What's a good question?"
No, I didn't finish the statement. That's
Yeah.
What's
You
a
did
good
not.
question? Not that one.
A different one.
I mean, do we really need to ask the last question?
No.
we have more bodies.
Okay. Oh shoot. I think if there's anything else really, because I feel like this guy is kind of a dummy and he really doesn't know much.
You never asked if they'll be planning on killing us.
Did you think you were actually gonna kill us, or were you like setting up for like a plan for later, in case we like whoop your asses?
Violence is always the last resort. And with that, it snaps back.
I don't know. It seems like the second resort. if they've only got 2 plans, you know.
We were offering to bargain, and they were like, "No."
But it collapses back into the sand and pebbles.
How many bodies do we have? 2?
There's one more because the other's a pile of mush. Yeah.
I mean, we could grab the head. It doesn't need to be fully intact.
I don't think there's enough intact for it to end.
Yeah, you guys kind of demolished.
What are you?
Which one are you guys talking about?
The one you blew up.
The one you did 80 damage to. It had like 20 health.
The head's probably somewhere.
No. No.
I would like to look for
It's
the head
bobbing.
somewhere.
It's bobbing. It's 60 feet out in the water.
Hold on.
I go reach over, like I go over there and grab it. It's
Bobbing
making
in
its
the
lower
water,
jaw.
just Fucking...
Giant man shark comes up and eats. No.
just
So
fucking
what's
walk
that?
in the water and go get it.
There's the head. That was a joke.
Ah,
Hey, no, just have it missing its jaw. It's
got
even
it.
funnier.
now I've got it.
Yeah.
Now
But,
just continue messing with my wound.
Yeah,
Investigate.
more questions.
Poke it.
I'm
Poking
just
it.
gonna take a short rest. Actually, who's old? I can't tell because
Hi.
of the gray screen.
That's
Yeah,
gray
it's still
screen for me
gray.
too.
Oh, is it?
I reloaded
Yeah.
and
Is real
Ah.
Okay.
Reload.
Well, then
I don't have the
let's
reload option.
Escape doesn't
Oh
work.
wait, there we go. It literally took like 5 seconds for it to pop up after it hit escape.
Loki, on a scale of 0 to 82, I'm a 71.
On
I don't
a
know.
scale of 114 to 114, I'm a 114.
Me and you are the only ones in orange. Unless
Okay.
Kath Che is. I can't see Kath Che's bar.
All right. So I'm
Cassie,
going to
chilling.
earn a
Uh,
spell on each of us.
The Kathshe actually got knocked out that fight. Kathshe is rather
Really?
low.
Are they-
Oh,
Okay.
I'll heal the cachet.
I can
Well-
heal myself after short rest, so I'm not that worried about it. But
Okay. Well, we can also hit dice, but I just want to get low.
just off.
So-
the floor.
I'll do 2
I-
first level cure
I
wounds.
would like to take a short
Okay.
rest.
That's fair.
Oh, did you get the cachet with your thing?
Speaking of hope,
Speaking
is
of hope.
down.
Oh, is it?
Beacon
Okay.
of Hope is down. It only lasts 1 minute.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. That is
Otherwise,
21
it would
points
be
of
a
healing.
little
the
broken.
cachet.
It is a little broken still.
I have to keep concentration.
Eh.
That's
Which
fine.
for me is pretty great. Like a plus.
Kathshe still looks
concentration.
pretty hurt, but is no longer bloodied.
So I'll do one for me and one on the cash as well. Ooh,
And I can just heal
I-
myself after the short rest.
I have 4 spell slots left. I could.
so I get
You're up first
9,
level.
and the cash get 7. Not bad.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. The Cathay thanks you.
Are
Gives
we
you a
gonna
nice
try
deep
to
bow.
go there immediately, or are we going to like try to regroup with a long rest?
Oh,
We
we have
just
to
woke
rest
up.
for sure. And
I
guys-
also don't know how.
I also don't know how far it is. Ellis, with the vantage point that you would have had on your giant elk and the little bit of distance that you guys would have
I
tried
probably
to
should've
chase
worn
it
a mask.
down.
I would
There-
like to point out too, I was like 6 feet in the air
Yeah, he
too.
was
So
flying.
Right. So even with all of that, the individual mentioned that the entrance was close by to a forest, and you did not see a forest anywhere on the horizon.
Well,
Could
while
I-
we're resting, my elk is still with us. It lasts for an hour.
Yeah,
can we see a day's ahead, like a day's travel ahead of us? Would you say, or would you say it's
you would have no notion to how far.
I mean, do we at least know we
Oh,
can
you-
travel a day and not hit a forest?
yeah?
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
if it's at the horizon of my vision,
I-
would that
I
be a
see, I
day's
see, I
travel?
see. Yeah.
We were
So we're
with-
at
also-
least confident it's going to be a day.
With how clear it is and nothing, and how flat most of the landscape around is, you could be pretty confident that you're probably not going to run into a forest today.
And how long until the lunar event? What was waiting for a full moon?
You have a little over a week now.
No.
It's like 9 days. now.
Yeah.
It was been.
That's not
We were
good.
also told the range of whatever that queen's domain was.
It's about 3 days travel from
No,
here.
about
So that's the
werewolves,
max we're
I
gonna
think we
travel.
asked before.
You guys
No, we
did
didn't.
ask this before, and somebody rolled an Arcana check,
I did,
and
but
yeah,
I did
so
Nothing.
roll high enough.
Okay.
no, so there,
Unless you want me to roll,
lycanthropes
yes, but-
aren't really prevalent within the city, so
I'll look towards Ellis. If we need another question, I would like to know what the.
Also, we need to know how far away this place is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
are we actually going to trade here?
They said 3. They said 3 days. So I'm assuming that would be.
Well, that's their territory. is
Their
3 days
territory
long.
is from the shore 3 days away.
Yeah, so I'm assuming we'll run into the forest probably a day and a half then.
No, you have no gauge. There is no gauge.
Not
Well,
only that, don't know if our
I
senses
can
going to
pretty
show up.
confidently say it's at
That's
least a
right.
day. It'll be at least a day of travel.
Very bright.
Minecraft.
That is not Minecraft.
No.
it's an old Windows screen.
Yeah, I know it's the
It was.
Rolling Hills picture. It's literally called Rolling Hills.
But it's 8-bit.
Hmm?
8-bit style.
I like it.
Pixel art.
Isn't that technically 16-bit
I don't care.
because of the
Probably.
different colors?
It doesn't matter.
Whatever I say is correct, so
There you go. Waffle
So-
is always right.
Are you guys planning on asking more questions? A couple of you
Well,
have
if we asked for
quite
I-
asked
I'm
about
saying-
it already.
We would probably want to write down our 5 questions before.
Yeah. Like what they are. I think somebody said distance away, something like that.
How
Those
far
are
and how do we
two
get to
questions.
there? Be questions.
So that's up to you guys, or if you just want to start traveling.
yeah, I mean, if you want.
I mean, we
to,
could just pick up the body and start moving.
Yeah, true. Very
Are
true.
we gonna
I
body
don't want to
with us?
travel with those buddies. As I'm actually going to move over to the one that he's already did the Speak with Dead with,
Mhm.
and give it its last rights.
Gotcha. I mean, to be fair, you could just take the heads and put them in a bag of
No!
holding.
No. If that happens in combat, that's one thing. Doing that to a body, no.
Mr. Passive Perception.
I will stop whoever does that.
15. No.
Oh
Is
no!
it?
I can
I
beat.
can't
I can
remember.
beat that easy.
I can't
I
remember
can
his
beat that
passive
easy.
perception is.
14.
I can
14.
beat that.
Oh, it's worse. That's so easy.
I just have to roll a 6 just for you to even see it.
I'm assuming it's a bit harder than a passive to take a head off.
Oh,
yeah.
Look, a dancing
It's-
elk. Distraction.
It just lays down so you
Alright.
can't fucking see.
So what's the game plan, guys?
do you
What's the
want
game
me to talk to the other
Yeah.
one?
I
So
I don't think we have enough.
okay.
And you can't ask.
I don't know.
No.
No.
Who makes the rules?
The gods,
Who's God?
Depends.
all of them collectively.
They all had to agree. That must have taken forever.
Think someone.
It's
Okay.
down. Note for future.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys
Spell has weird function. What dumbass god did that?
if you guys want to start making notes of questions, and if you think of stuff as you travel, write it down. And once you get enough, you could ask if you take a body.
Because
or him.
he also again seemed really stupid. So I asked, "How do you remove the curse?" And he said, "Removes the curse." So I don't know also if they're gonna be
You
like.
said how to cure it. Wording is very important.
I feel like you should have mentioned if you thought doing that, because then I would have re-asked that question. So I think that one's on you then.
I can tell you right now, it's definitely a curse. I'm assuming you need a little bit. Right.
Hmm.
Like, have I heard of anything like that before, Rai?
Lux
Like-
didn't have a 14.
Quote unquote security key for curses or shit like that.
I will allow you to make any intelligence based
Arcana.
check to see if you've heard anything like that.
I'm gonna use a party inspiration.
Yeah.
That was a 2 for the first one and an 18 for the second one, so
Nice.
24.
I would say that in some of your readings, you would have heard of either some spells or spell-like effects that could only be broken when certain conditions have been met.
Ah.
That guys.
What?
I say that.
So what those
That
what?
conditions are and how to meet them, you have no idea, but
There are
you've definitely
certain
heard.
spell or spell-like effects that can only be broken when conditions are met.
Or under certain conditions.
Yeah,
Would be
so
another way of thinking
that-
of it.
So I'm assuming it'll be the same for the curse. I might need an item. I might need to say a certain phrase. I might need to do it at a certain time.
Maybe it needs to be purged first. I don't know. It looks fucking nasty.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
At
Yes,
at
poke,
this
poke.
at this point, the wounds have closed over, and it doesn't look as terrible as when they were open, but it has
That's
it-
a hard bar.
it's spread a little bit, and it's not as pronounced. So it's not as dark, it's not as red.
So it's like
but it has-
receding and spreading.
Yeah,
That's bad. Usually.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try something dumb.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Those
A
are
bit
those are the 3 questions I have so far.
necrotic in nature, and well, the opposite of necrotic is radiant. Is I'm
Okay.
going to call down a beam of moonlight from the sky.
I'm
As I
face
cast
palming at.
beam.
I know
on
you've
a
already cast
spot.
Moonbeam.
Did I?
Yeah, for the one dude.
in the
Yeah,
combat.
same thing.
Oh, never mind then. Never
Guiding
said to do
bolt.
that. I already used that one. I used that one because I crit with it.
You go to cast it, and you're
Like I hear him
fizzles
saying
a
the
little
words,
bit.
I know what he's going to do, and just face palm and
I
nothing
don't
happens.
have it. Never have it. Never said it. Forgot to use it.
What if
Yeah,
Alex
fair.
might you?
I like the idea that Luxon did it. Like the adrenaline just made him forget.
Skadoosh.
I have radiant pills.
I just hold my arm up.
This is the most stupid thing I've ever heard, but it's worth a shot.
How do you think the guy who first cauterized a wound felt?
Excited.
You know, I
Hungry?
really-
The first person to cauterize a wound was probably sadistic and torturing another man.
Or he fell into a
Maybe.
fire and it just sealed up.
Or he was just making us a little snack.
All right, so what are we
Don't
doing,
make me
guys?
feel worse about this.
Making a little snack. Holy shit!
Uh,
Anyways,
Ever had a
up.
barbecue? You just
I'm
lean
sorry,
against the
I'm
grill?
Sorry, I'm sorry. And I will do Sacred Flame, a flower
Yeah.
flame.
I assume you're not
Dex
dodging in any way,
Dodge!
shape, or form.
no.
So
I'm not ready.
Go ahead, go ahead and roll your damage there, Glenn. Two.
Wow.
Hey,
my tip
minimum.
HP.
Yeah, the sacred fire
It's
laps
2d8.
over your
You rolled 1d8.
Oh.
Oh, level it. Roll another one.
I'm sorry.
all good.
There it is.
Yep.
I would hurt a little more. But we're
Yeah.
still fine.
It was. It
laps
had
over your
sputtered.
skin, and it's weird. It's hot and hurts, but it doesn't leave any sort of burn on your skin. But it doesn't seem to change anything about whatever it is infected you.
Well, that didn't do it.
I'm sorry. Oh, I feel
Is that
What
her?
are you sorry for? He literally asked for it.
bad. 5 points of healing.
I have more HP than when we started. Would you like another cookie? I'm fine. Just
Yeah, I don't trust
I
those.
need a breather.
Why don't
The,
you trust
the cat-
cookies?
The
Do you know
Cath Shay
what
pipes
it
up. Cath Shay says, "We
Get
should,
off the table. Get.
we should get moving. You both should be fine at least until the full moon."
I haven't
Why?
done the full moon.
So
Do
what
you
did
know
you
what
re-
these are?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're
is
infected
it?
by lycanthropy.
What's that?
Would I know that? Right?
You would that would probably be like spark something.
What's that?
I just facepalm like how the
Yeah.
werewolves.
What's that?
Did I not realize that?
I think I heard of those. My dad
You
mentioned something.
I was gonna say when the name comes up, Luxon and Nin would both know it. Luxon
I was gonna
because
say
of
with the say
the Saloon.
Nin studies curses
Yes.
and books and shit.
So what
It
are
does
we-
Turns you into a
half
beast person.
human, half beast people. That's
You lose your
It's
mind
like a-
too.
disease, curse. They transform under the full moon.
But they didn't seem like they lost their mind.
Yeah,
People
very aware. of-
tend to learn how to control it after a bit.
Wait, aren't there 2 moons?
There are.
Wait, so which
They follow
one?
they follow a very similar like lunar
Oh.
path.
Hate planets,
Fuck you.
You hate what?
multi-moon planes.
I mean, last campaign there was only one.
I hate
What
moons.
about 1.5?
I hate
I mean-
moons.
You
I think
hate-
that's about what we had last campaign.
So, the Cath Shay says, or at least, a very roundabout way of speaking, Fae and whatnot, that whatever it is, or whatever type of lycanthropy you're infected with, no symptoms or manifestations will appear until after the first full moon after you're infected.
There's
Do you
more than
know a way
one
that we
kind?
might be able to fix it?
The Cath Shay looks at you, Nin, for a long moment and then tilts its head and it says, "Honestly, if your spell for breaking a curse didn't work, I'm not sure."
Knowing specifically what it is now, would I be able to think of anything herbal that could like stave it off? Or maybe cure it.
Wolfsbane, maybe? Could have a few remedies involving that.
Wolf's bane for a werewolf.
There's a stereotype.
I would say probably not. No,
No.
not something that's cursed based.
I got bitten by a scorpion here. Can I just put some
Oh.
insect repellent on that?
First case. Them. That so bad?
No.
Is
It's called losing your mind. They all seem
That
to think alike.
Is best case scenario if we
Oh.
don't cure this. Worst case scenario, us, we transform in the full moon while everyone's sleeping and begin a slaughter.
I'll be honest, I think Ellis could take it up before them. You, on the other hand, a little bit tougher.
Wait,
Looks like my one shot.
what happens if hypothetically you pass away on the full moon night and we just bring you back afterwards?
I can't resurrect someone that long after
Oh.
the death.
No.
We don't have like
I
a
would
priest we
like
can
not
go
to
to
die.
and prep that.
Walks in already having been dead
Although,
before.
if we prepare, I could gentle repose them.
No.
Legitimately just thinking about this.
I
The void. No, the void.
I have been to that place enough.
I'm more just thinking aloud right now. But that
not
work?
think
a
that
possibility.
way. Let's
It
not think
may
that
have
way.
been a week for you, but it was almost a year to me.
Was it?
Yes.
It's actually less than a week for us.
Alone in a ceaseless void.
Not that bad.
Sounds terrible, actually.
Right.
So-
Now learning as much as I have, I just
Mhm.
100% clarify. I've never heard of like lycanthropy or anything like that, right?
No. So you're like I said, lycanthropes are pretty scarce in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
They would not have been infected in your
So-
forest.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
What
You stick your finger in
I-
one of their mouths.
do I think?
Mhm.
So me and my comparisons are druids, you know,
Mhm.
and they seem to have a handle on that type of shit.
Sure.
Do I think if I was infected, I could handle it because, like, clearly they're okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that. I mean, we killed them, but like, I mean, they seemed like fine in the head. Like they were, you know.
to the best of your knowledge, your limited worldly experience, every individual that you've ever seen transform has done so willingly and has kept their wits about them.
It's kind of adjust thinking about the Bible.
Ellis, what are you
right?
thinking about?
No, you know
not
shit.
I
my-
rolled a 20 insight.
You know
It's
shit.
not mind reading.
You know
Calm
shit.
down.
You're
No,
you're
just-
enthralled in- you're
you have a
thinking
look
about
on your
whether
face.
people. You're thinking about whether
Everybody-
people
Calm
can
down.
revive.
It's not mind reading. Calm down.
Everybody's all talking about this, so everybody's like inwardly
I was just in
contemplating.
the back, just thinking, like,
I'm
You're
still just
busy.
gonna look at Ellis like. To be fair, it's Ellis.
all I
Before think he's
imagine,
thinking fucked up.
all I imagine here is late at night one night, Ellis is on watch, sneakily opens Gwen's mouth, puts her hand in, and just.
I'm also like, I have magic blood, and I have werewolf blood.
Mhm.
How many bloods could I have that would
How
give
many
me
bloods?
powers? I just,
Ellis, 1,000 blood.
I'm just like, a little bit of
Is
this.
this how you become the blood sorcerer?
This is how Ellis becomes a hex blood legacy.
This is how I get STD.
No,
Right.
this is how Ellis becomes a corpse riddled with STDs.
Alex, for the third time this week. Ellis, please stop.
Where do you keep getting it from?
Do you
I have-
think Kevin would still keep pumping Ellis full of things?
What?
Heals.
Don't blame me for anything.
No. I
How
was saying
powerful could
curing
I
her.
become?
Curing her after.
I mean,
second
I
Especially-
can also hear those.
the werewolf that was in charge was extremely strong. So
I would have to get infected by one of them because the blood I have is from the other werewolf.
very true, very true.
So that's even
So
weaker. I could handle that.
Okay. Let's call that Plan
Anyways,
B.
This is all mentally in my head.
None of this was out loud. All right. So what's the plan, guys? Are you guys? We're still near
Did we
the
take a short
corpses.
rest?
I would. Gwen did say that she wanted a short rest. So I would say that if you guys sat down for a short rest, discussed this a little bit with the Cathshay and whatnot, and decided, what to do next, that could have
Yeah,
all
we-
been done during a short rest.
Yeah, I'll just during the short rest because I won't bother with the hit dice.
Yeah,
It's
during
fine.
the short
Yeah,
I'll I'm
short
just looking
rest.
around the shore to find shit.
gonna bother with the hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna bother with this.
I'm not.
Anything we need to worry about with this lycanthropy?
Nope.
Okay.
As far as the lycanthropy itself, you guys won't get any sort of passive effects until after the full moon. Whether you break it or not, that's completely up to you guys. But there are some things like passive boons and stuff that you could get if you kept on to it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search around.
you
the,
get- Is long
for
rest
shit.
half hit dice rounded up?
half
or
hit
down?
dice round up.
Yep.
Round up. So I can one more. I
Did
usually
I see
eat.
anything on the beach?
Yeah. So it caught your eye a little bit at the tail end of like the combat or before the combat. Sorry. You saw some sea glass that you were looking for and some seashells. So you could make a perception or investigation check to collect a little bit of that if you'd like.
26.
Would you like a cookie?
Don't eat the cookie.
Why? Okay, can you tell me why you don't want to eat my cookies?
The
I don't-
Cathshay replies and says, "I'm a carnivore. Sorry."
And I don't like people messing with my head.
How come I'm
You know
never off
nothing.
any of these cookies?
I've had her cookies. There's something wrong with them.
You don't
What?
know that it affected you.
I thought you said we did know.
No, that's the friends spell.
I thought that's what
Did
that
you-
was.
Yeah, friends
Yeah,
lets you
is.
know.
Yeah.
said-
Hold on, I thought this was like an extended thing. Let me just double check.
Yeah, friends
I could
the
be.
cantrip.
You do
Yeah.
eventually know.
Yeah, for the friends thing. I didn't know if there was like something extra.
That's
with
what
this.
we've understood
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. You guys are probably right, but let me just double check. But yeah, Ellis, what did you get for your
26.
How
26?
come I never
Uh,
get offered a cookie?
Yeah, you can get like 2 pounds of
Oh,
a
yeah.
mixture
Oh
of
yeah.
seashells and sea glass and
Damn fucking straight. I'm talking. I have so
Yeah,
much
I
shit.
have
I love it.
zero knowledge. Zero of what's happening.
I'm,
Huh?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
be
she
looking
knows
there.
her cookies do that.
Seven seashells.
No, I don't.
Nobody has actually
Oh,
told her.
yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Don't said anything.
I haven't eaten any of your
Alice
food.
got seashells.
Oh, I know. I would have eaten dinner, so yeah, I have. But I've literally never been offered a cookie.
Alice sells seashells by the seashore.
Okay, so
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
If food has magical traces.
yes.
What?
You guys are
My
correct.
food is not magical in any way.
Yeah, it is.
It tastes really good.
You would know that something affected you emotionally from her cooking, but it's not like you see any spells being cast or anything. The
Yeah.
nature.
I don't.
thought it was-
That's why I said traces of magic in it. That's all.
Oh well, my arcane is 0, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think it
Her,
is. I've
her
seen her
cooking, her cooking
It's
just makes
really
you feel good. Yeah.
That's me. Yeah.
cook really good.
Uh,
Nin, on the other hand, who has proficiency arcana,
Yeah.
might see something different.
Your food has traces of magic in it. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or not.
Is something wrong with
Magical
oven?
cooking.
It has similar effects to the friends spell.
Don't know what that is.
She makes you like her with food magically.
I think good food just does that.
No. She adds magic to it.
You might not be doing it on purpose. I've heard of that happening to a few people, but not often.
Maybe the chefs in your city just suck.
I just look. Even if that was the case, I can literally. I can feel the traces of magic. I've never seen it as a problem. That's why I haven't said anything. Like I said, I don't even believe you're doing it consciously.
I really didn't. I'm sorry, Kevin. I had no.
My God.
I wouldn't.
It's Christ.
I won't.
Well,
Sorry.
You're
I
not
won't
eating
cook
them.
for you.
Hey, let's not get too hasty.
Fighting a crab.
I'm over on the beach fighting a crab right now.
Are you losing to the crab?
Dude, that crab motherfucking hates.
God.
I just hear, ow.
Ellis!
Alice is
I
the
know
cookie.
what-
I'm seeing that. You know that old school thing of Ash fucking fighting a crabby?
No, it's crab from Mal's campaign.
No.
Oh,
You
search.
don't want it to be a crab
Yeah,
from
you
my
don't-
campaign.
It got a 19. It's close to
A motherfucking crab.
something.
You don't want Sir X-Wire. He will take you out.
Holy shit. This fucking crab is a beast.
Dude, this crab is kicking your ass.
I was like, oh man, I'm over to fucking fist fighting a crab. I go running over from behind a rock with a fucking crab in my finger.
I'll just
Oh my gosh.
grab
okay.
the crab. Is it like an aquatic crab or is this a crab?
Aquatic.
Aquatic. I'm just gonna walk over like 20 feet over the surface of the water and just drop it
Fair enough.
and walk back.
Grabs crab, walks into the ocean, drops.
I didn't walk into the ocean. I walked on the ocean.
Yeah. I like to. Is the claw still attached to Ellis's finger?
No.
I'll take it off.
Did you just fucking unfavored foe?
It auto adds it.
Oh,
It auto
okay.
adds it.
Are you trying to shoot the crab that I'm holding?
Didn't try.
And
They
I
did not
catch it?
try. Or I will say, if it's in the water, it probably is at disadvantage because of the cover.
That's
It
fair.
depends if it's in the water yet or
That's
not.
fair.
Yeah.
It's good.
16.
Fucking piece of shit crab.
Crab's probably dead. Why are you just randomly
I'm just-
attacking?
I didn't know what it was.
So you just killed it.
Look at my finger.
Oh, you've got a boo boo. Oh no.
That motherfucker did 2 points of damage.
Yes.
You never answered my question though, Gwen. Why don't I ever get offered a cookie?
I don't have to think about you dying.
Then why do I get cookies?
Bruno raises his head.
Bruno is suddenly very aware of his own mortality.
Like, I think that's a bigger deal for everyone else.
I've seen lots die.
Some of us have been offered gift baskets of cookies.
Bruno almost died.
Have any non-magical cookies?
You don't.
Just shrug.
I'll not.
Let's not get too hasty now.
No, don't. Like I said, I have no problem. I have no problems at all with that.
I'll just have to warn people that I'm sorry. I could imagine. And
They're made with a secret
If
ingredient.
anything, it makes it taste better.
Anyways, we have impending life curses.
Yes.
And you know what? We could just throw that in.
No.
No.
Boy.
I would prefer to
No.
be a beast.
Okay, so hear me out.
I'm
Clearly-
not giving up those coins out of your principle.
Clearly, we're gonna
And
have
we're
to
going to
give them
kill you.
up. Why don't we just
We
put
may have
them
to
in my
give them up,
tattoo?
but they aren't keeping them.
Just give them to me. Put them in my tattoo, except for maybe one or two. We'll give them to him and say that's all we have, and technically we won't be lying.
No.
This is the second time that I heard that they're collecting power and you're throwing them in your leg.
I don't see your issue.
Just got you there.
I don't think you're feeding a god. I think you're feeding something.
We all got marked by your deities. Mine just told me.
Does Kevin have a mouth on his leg? I do a perception check.
Hey, you've seen his leg. You know, you guys have traveled together.
I even also
Interested
looked
in-
for a mouth.
Kevin wears short shorts.
Who will?
I have
shorts.
specifically seen Kevin's legs because I needed measurement.
Next time I see his legs, I'm gonna keep an eye out in case there's a mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, mark that down in your DM notes.
Write that down, write that down.
Are you guys all rested?
Yep, I'm good to go.
I've been good.
Okay. Let's head on out, I guess then. Oh, I forgot to add the fire damage.
Oh, so you cooked the crab while it's in there.
I did.
Why don't you go get the crab if you're gonna kill it? They're rather tasty.
Are they?
Yes,
Have a lot of
Station.
butter. I don't have butter.
I just eat them raw.
Yelling, oh, damn it.
I absolutely will go into the ocean then to find this crab.
It's over the fucking. You hit it with an arrow. It is gone. It is past the fucking cliff face.
Yeah.
Is there another crab just around? I want to grab my own crab.
If you guys want to make perceptions or investigations,
Yeah, like passively.
yeah.
What is it? Perception?
17 plus 4, 21.
Or investigation, looking in the sand.
21.
Your expertise in one. Why would you roll another one?
Yeah,
I have expertise in both. I don't know why I asked 30.
Yeah.
30.
10.
I'll say, as you guys start
Bunch
traveling,
of crabs passive stealth.
I
over the
appreciate
course
it.
of the day, moving close by the shore, you find 4 other crabs either in the water or burying in the sand.
Don't get too
So-
close.
Yeah, I just walk up, claws out.
I was gonna say like 4 decently sized crabs, like none of
If
that
I
tiny
hit a crab, it literally cannot survive my modifier.
I'm over there fucking
So
fist fighting.
I literally reach out, grab it with the claws,
I'll just
open
run
mouth.
to another and just punch it.
Yeah, I literally
More
reach out,
successfully.
grab it with my claws, and shell and all, just clump.
I'll just bring one back. Say, crab.
Yeah, I'm chewing on the shell, just. Actually, no, I eat it like an apple.
So that's not how you eat it.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? It's just fine.
So you meant to crack it open like this. Just
All right.
If you're not gonna eat the shell, can I have it?
I'm making shit up. I've never had crab in real life.
You just yeah. like a fucking egg. It's just
So I
all
would,
the meat just comes
as
out.
someone who's actually eating crab, like, Waffle, can you attest? Would that require like a strength check to fucking shatter one
fuck
this
yeah.
way?
Yeah, I assumed it's fucking hard.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
you-
to
they
shatter
give you
one this
tools
way
when-
probably needs a strength check to just.
Bro, they give you crushing tools when you order
Yeah.
crab. Like you're not just fucking
I'm no
barehanded.
average human.
Like
You have
what they
minus
do-
strength.
if you
don't you?
don't have
positive.
if you
Oh, okay.
don't have
Negative.
shit, what people do when they catch crabs in real life is they bash them with rocks. You ain't fucking doing this. You ain't Ragu.
Nah, but
Yeah,
I'm
so you go-
really
you go like-
cool.
It probably hurt your thumbs a little.
But I'm really cool. I'm infused with ki. I'm literally a
I
superhuman.
roll acrobatics.
Hey, I have proficiency athletics.
Ugh,
I'm rolling a strength check. Fuck you.
do it.
Do it.
18.
Yeah, that's
18.
probably more than enough.
I'd
Would you
say
say,
you
Rick?
could break into it. Sure, why not?
You do
You're
it.
probably you'd have to break it and like pry it up, but you could scoop out the innards.
Yeah! Strong man.
Just like two
Can I-
fingers slurp it.
Can I have the shell?
Sure, buddy.
Into fucking
Like a chip.
sociopath confirmed.
You eat the banana peel.
I could actually.
I thought you meant to.
Yes, I do. I do not know that you're not supposed to. Like, don't even know that you're not supposed to.
Oh,
God, why do these taste
What?
nasty?
Why?
It's like a chip.
What?
No.
No.
Who eats the Who eats the raw shell? You
I'll
cook
try
it.
the show.
Monstrous races for the win.
I'm not a monstrous race. That's my fucking elf.
Not a monstrous race.
No, me and Kevin are though.
Dragonborn aren't monstrous races. They're civilized.
Monstrous as in monster like appendages and things like that.
Frame it how you like. You're just fucking weird.
Nah.
Yes.
Lizards will totally just eat crabs.
At any rate,
Lizards
guys,
are not civilized.
Right, this is what
You're a
exactly.
dragonborn, not a lizard folk.
I know this is great.
I'm still reptilian.
Disagree. So hard.
I mean, he's reptilian, yeah.
He is a reptile. I don't know what you could disagree on there.
That one I
Yeah,
can't
that's
disagree
like
with.
I said, it's more of a reptilian than a like civilized thing. Just
You're still freak, though.
nah. Fry. Culturally. Master of culture.
Call him a freak because it's funny.
This game's become a shit show. I'm just gonna say that. Right
You
Make fun of him.
you grew up with Red Gould. Your idea of culture is a little skewed.
Fair. Fair.
This is just how my family did it all the time. We went down to the beach and just fucking.
Your brother walks on all fours. Your brother walks on all fours
I
and
have
is
said
still
that,
taller
Nin.
than some of us.
Mm.
I have said that Nin does go bestial in a lot of senses, so yeah, that works. Is that just like Nin's entire family is a lot more bestial than
Yeah,
a lot?
sure.
We're just fucking we're freaks.
You guys are absolute units.
They live at the end of the cul-de-sac.
They're the house everybody avoids.
Like we were supposed to have neighbors.
We are the problem solvers that you just don't want to meet.
If you guys get called, there's a problem.
It's like in the like army shows. It's the group of misfits and shit. Except we're just fucking animals.
Oh,
Your door's
Hey,
broken.
we get shit done though.
Yeah.
Okay. So, over the course of that first day, you guys go crab
Discussing
hunting,
crabs.
and
I would ask for everyone shells.
No.
Are you just gonna throw it away then?
Ellis.
throw it back in the ocean.
I'm sorry. I'm like I cut out during that. I'm on the edge of my. thing
Once
under my
the
kitchen.
shell's broken, they don't really live. At that point, just keep it.
Well, they're eating the flesh. I just want
It's
the
like Dr.
shell.
Zoidberg.
You know what? Well, and can digest it.
I've been eating them since I was a kid.
That doesn't mean anything.
That does.
Kids eat dirt.
I ate pennies as a kid.
I
I
have eaten a few. People eat corn and we can't digest it. It just goes through.
Most of the populace is lactose intolerant, yet cheese.
Oh,
Cheese.
Cheese is good.
I
Yeah.
find that lactose intolerant people actually eat more cheese.
I'm
Honestly.
intolerant to eggs, and let me tell you, it's fucking worth it.
I will say
A
there's
little bit of
definitely a
scrambled eggs, a little bit of
checklist.
cheese. I will shit my pants, but it's
So, are you guys doing anything special after having had the combat
protein
with
maxing.
the tiny hut and everything? Like anything special about your
Probably looking for another
watches?
alcove to hide in.
Okay, so the further you guys get up the shore, the more of the rocks there are. So you could absolutely find not necessarily a cave, but someplace out of the open and a little bit more defensive. Or you could just simply climb on top of the rock and do that whole strat again. It's really up to you guys.
I mean, that actually did
Rock wasn't
provide us
bad.
a little bit of
Yeah.
cover. It made it so
It gave us. It put us all on a point where we could pivot around a thing for cover.
yeah,
It gave
that
us a high
actually
ground
was.
for our ranged people.
Yeah, that actually wasn't a bad.
Not at all.
Okay.
What, you just want to be on top of a rock?
If we
I
can't
ran,
find like a cave, yeah.
Yeah,
If
Like
you
I
can't
said,
hide, get
not
defensive.
necessarily a cave, but you guys could definitely find and be
Well,
out of the open.
It does seem like they can just track us,
Now you can smell our coin.
Yeah.
so it's probably better to just go for the more defensive route.
Although I don't know if they can smell as much if they're in the bag.
Didn't you already put them in the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But not all of
in
them.
hand.
Looks like Gwen.
Everything place.
It's your coins.
Mm,
Probably would have been for the best, considering I didn't realize that you didn't. If you're going to test something, test it all the way. Otherwise, you don't really test for variables.
It's less for testing and more so they can't loot me.
we're also talking about this whole situation while we haven't delivered those bags to that town.
What?
I mean, you guys are actively working.
Yeah, we're
west
heading
there.
that way.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
going that way.
This is just what has happened all along the.
Oh shit! Fuck.
What?
Fuck.
Did you
I
forget to
need a
message me?
message. I
You
need
got
a
a
message Ragul, but if we run into the forest tomorrow, I'll put message on my spell list.
Mm,
It's only one spell.
Said every prep caster ever.
Only one spell.
Yeah, who needs Featherfall today?
Yes, that's what I said.
Who needs to prepare combat spells?
I could get rid of Shield of Faith. I very rarely use Shield of Faith because I'm concentrating on other things.
Gwen, are
I think
you
our average
giving
DC is
me the
pretty
coins
well.
or no? It's totally up to you.
I feel like I used them to bargain. Are we going to actually bargain?
Eating
I'm
good is the
going to
top
do-
priority. Whatever happens after that,
I don't know if they can smell all of them or just the one you have.
Kevin?
We're just storing them. We aren't saying they aren't yours.
Kevin.
Mm,
No.
Oh no.
I would like it to be known I am fully against this.
I mean, they're her coins. You didn't want them.
Like I said, I'm just making it known that I am against this.
Forward.
Alice looks
Sorry.
excited.
And all 5 coins.
5?
Oh dang. Where's Kevin putting?
don't look.
Do we get to see a second set of lips?
Hold on. Nobody look.
No, I'm looking.
I'm staring.
Turn
I-
around.
Interesting.
I've seen it once before and see a bounce, but now I want to see if there's.
I'm shy.
You just yesterday shoved like 3 in your leg while we were all sitting there.
I'm specifically watching to see if it changes in any way other than color.
I'm looking
I
at
just
my
flashed
notes,
the courage thing.
and I think I have 5.
You have 7 in there. Right now.
7?
You have 7 in there right now.
Did I add 3 more?
You added.
I
You have 5,
some.
and you add 2 more.
Okay. 7,
Plus 5.
8, 9, 10,
6
11, 12.
Unless something
like
happens
to-
before then.
No.
I'm assuming it's either an increment of 5 or 13 because, yes.
So the outward appearance changes a little bit, but there is no effect that would necessarily stop or start. But the color drains further, turning to almost like this dark, not necessarily black, but like almost this
Just
very
the
dark.
tattoo.
Yeah, the
Iron.
tattoo. This very dark olive green color.
I don't feel different.
I mean, honestly, that's a rather normal color for a tattoo.
Yeah.
Guys feel different?
Yep. Nothing
Your
about the
tattoo is obviously changing. I'm not one
I
to
mean-
say much about other people's religions, but
No shit, it's magic.
Uh,
but this is not Lathander.
And what you know about Lathander?
A human god.
I wish-
Lathander is very.
And I think something about second chances.
Lathander is very much worshipped amongst many races, not
Say.
necessarily
Yeah,
just
So-
humans.
but
It sounds like you don't know anything
I'm
about-
not proficient in religion.
I was like, it sounds like
that's
you really
fair.
don't know anything about Lathander, and you're just making a really broad.
It's left-hander, actually.
Don't say that.
I don't know much, but I know they're a respected god.
And how do you? So is dark green not a respected color? I don't understand why you're super against it.
If it's helps out, I don't. A problem.
He only tries to kill us every other night. I'm joking.
Okay, I
Sure.
was worried you were watching me. I'm like, that's creepy.
Ellis,
Tell if you're joking or not.
Nin, and Luxin. Make perception check.
Perception.
Ooh, nice. 23.
Oh my proficiency. Ah!
Nin's not proficient, but he's a natural wisdom caster, so his is just higher.
Oh.
27.
Is that perception?
Perception, yeah.
Or 26.
26. You guys hear almost inaudibly the Cathshay mutter, "Curious." And that's it.
So what's curious?
What do you know?
His tail just ticks and doesn't give any reply to you.
Anyway, there. Problem.
So now every
will this inhibit us from getting this trade done?
Mm.
I asked
Well-
the caches. Really want to know.
you have more coins, yes? Then why wouldn't?
Not gonna do
I meant
anything.
the trade with for the supplies. Like our overarching.
Basically, is this gonna derail us?
Oh. I haven't the slightest.
Oh well. Worth a shot.
I would like to examine my tattoo closely.
I'm just putting this out here. I'm fully against this as I walk forward.
You don't even know
It-
anything about the god.
Doesn't mean I can't be against it.
Yeah, it
How
feels
do you not know that
exactly
you
the same, Kevin. Nothing different nothing else has changed. You know, what it looks like not other than the color, nothing else has changed physically. The design hasn't changed. No lines have been added or taken away. It's quite literally just the color.
Go down the running.
You know, I
the
wish
fire.
the gods weren't so cryptic.
Wish the gods weren't such gods.
They aren't. You're just purposely misreading it.
Purposely
I mutter
misreading
under
it.
my breath.
I heard this one named Robin. He's pretty cool.
Not a god.
You're dead.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Actually, I'm one of the only two that aren't.
One of the only two.
You're dead to me.
You've
No.
been dead to
You're
everyone.
dead to us.
I have more characters. I'm fine.
They're all quite literally dead to me.
Rory's kicking in.
Uh,
Your favorite guy. He's fine.
Uh-huh. He hasn't crossed my mind in thousands of years.
I still loved in the tree when we were both charmed. Like, we're just mental agreement. Shoot, Rory.
Shirori.
I wasn't even mad, bro. I wasn't even mad. And he was just like, "Oh, come on."
So, yeah. So this all happens as you guys are getting ready to settle in for the night. Kevin's tattoo changes. He spends a little while, like looking at it very intensely. How are you guys? Are you guys doing anything different about watches, or you guys want to,
I would prefer last watch when most light is
Yeah, when
out.
there's the play. I'll take it first.
I could do second.
does
Anybody else
anybody
just want to be up at a point?
Gwen, can you see it?
Sorry, Bags.
Who?
Meow.
Cat.
God damn it. Meow.
Meow.
The mouse.
Would it be
Lamau.
possible that you
I'm
could-
It's a fancy cat, okay?
It's a fancy cat. Yeah.
Would it be possible that you have it aid me in the watch then?
I could they to do in the morning.
Lamau.
I'm
I
not
was
going to
thinking-
ask you to lose some extra sleep, but if you wish.
I would. Again,
Yes,
apologize.
Do we have any leftover shells?
Eight.
Alice?
You don't see shit.
As far as I'm aware, you ate
You
them
don't
all.
see shit.
Nin will remember that.
You were gonna use the shell. Let me eat it.
You don't know shit.
I like to imagine like everyone else is saying weird. Ellis is just like.
Oh, I absolutely tried it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, does anybody plan on doing anything specific over the
I am.
watches? Okay. My next
When-
question.
Everyone is gotten down and asleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to just step away from camp, not far, just 10, 20 feet. So I'm
Okay.
in the moonlight and just sit down and just. I don't pray often, not as often as I should, but for once I ask only that get out of this well. Just say a prayer to Sailin.
So like you said, you don't pray often. You at least, on occasion feel some sort of warmth that either your prayer is heard. It is an empty night tonight. You feel disjointed and far removed. There's no response, no feeling, nothing.
Sorry we couldn't get to the prayer right now. Please feel free to leave a message after the beep.
Yeah.
Beep.
Pop.
No, there's no beep.
This is no beep.
Leave a message after the
I
beep.
don't know why I like that so
No,
much more.
I like to imagine it's like leave a message after the beep. A few seconds go by. Does it stop on its own, or does it? Do I have to hit something?
Oh, there, beep.
Sailun, how do I?
Real quick, it's like beep, thank you for your message.
You have reached the full amount allotted to this message.
Your character limit
Mine-
has been exceeded. Deleting message.
The individual you are trying to reach has a full a full
full
full inbox.
The person you are trying to reach has not yet set up their voicemail box.
Does anybody use voicemail anymore? I don't get just
Yes.
text if the call doesn't
Yes.
All
the time.
Yes.
All the time.
We're
Yeah.
old.
Yes.
Old fox.
Unfortunately, when you get older, a lot of people call you and a lot of people leave voice
I do it
messages,
for work.
and your life flips like
For work.
I
Yeah.
do
My-
it
Fox.
to determine urgency.
My family
Yeah.
tells me probably once a month that my inbox is full, and I haven't emptied that shit in probably
I know.
2 years.
I know. I know. I've called you before.
Yeah. For me, voicemail is the lowest urgency. Texting is high urgency.
No.
For me, I usually have to transfer a message over of some kind. So
I normally keep mine in silence so I don't listen to the text. But
I listen to my voicemails every morning.
I don't
So-
think my
Anyways.
god
Old.
has his cell phone anymore. I think he lost it and hasn't told.
use landline.
All right. So
Beth Andrew uses landline.
yeah, so anybody else over the course of the watch? If not, we'll expedite the
Yeah, I'm working and finishing up on my cloak.
okay.
My badass fucking cloak.
Your badass cloak of amalgamated monster parts.
It's badass. That's all that matters.
My badass cloak of badassery.
Hell yeah. Wake up in the morning, Ellis is a new fucking cloak. It's made of dragon leather from the wings. It has various teeth and everything from the dragons along the back ends, and they actually like the hood that comes up. They're actually like dragon's teeth that come up. So for Micro,
Yep.
The Taken King raid. Imagine the hunter cloak, except it's a little more. What?
Hmm.
I never played Destiny 1.
But you didn't do the raids when they came back?
No.
You fucking coward.
You fucking fuck.
My brother in Christ, the last raid I did was it was Last Wish.
Out here playing Destiny 2.
No.
You disappointed me.
I barely play Destiny 2. I usually play the campaign and then uninstall it for another year.
You disappoint. I just want you to know that.
Per day.
You sound like my parents.
I would like to talk to Gwendo during our watch.
Sure. Why not?
Wait, isn't Win last watch? Are you in the same
Yeah,
watch?
so am
No,
I.
Wiz
Okay.
Min.
I don't know why I thought you were first watch.
That's me.
No.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Then Ellis's second watch. Finish part.
Looks bad.
You're the one that gets to sleep in.
And it takes materials out of my inventory. It's so nice. Oh, rations.
Rations.
We got the
No, we ate crab. No rations taken.
Nope, I don't give a shit. I hand them out.
We're getting more meals.
You got handed
Eat
it.
twice, damn it.
Don't subtract mine. I ate several crabs.
I give it to you.
It will make the number wrong. Do with it what you will.
I hand it back. I'm sorry, I'm full. I'm gonna get fat. I put it on Bruno's back. No, I feed it to Bruno.
Bruno gets 2 rations.
He's asleep and he's pissed that you're trying to wake him up.
I'm saying when we were actually like given the rations,
No,
I'm
you
assuming that was
just set it in
throughout
front of
the
his nose, and whatever happens, happens.
Hmm.
day.
Hmm.
Gwen. Wasn't able to break that curse. And it had me think. Dangerous line of work? And you said you want to open up an inn. How much gold do you need to actually open up that inn?
Prices have risen. Only I need roughly around supplies, food, wine, event. These 12. I
Are you speaking in your own town or are you talking about
oh, no,
us?
this is just the prices that I've observed. Not to mention labor and the place where I need to, and then I have to make sure the traffic is it's a lot of
And once you do make all this gold, will you be out? Will you be leaving us then?
their first ever question.
That's my point. Are there safer ways to do this?
But have only cook.
I know several I know several clan elders that hire personal chefs,
Yes,
things of that nature.
you won't hire. And with my magical cooking, my cooking magical, that less trust. Who would want their faith?
Several people. Look,
Oh.
I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm saying be safe.
But I
Have you thought about Brian, what's the name of the second town?
Which second town?
The only place that has a second town?
Oh no! That's like a small settlement. Like that's not
Yeah.
even like it unnamed. That's
Unnamed?
like it's actively being like explored and expanded.
Have you thought of joining the island? I'm assuming you can get land for much cheaper. Be a bit more dangerous, but it'll be cheaper, labor will be more, and you'll be opening up in a new industry.
That was a point, and I don't think
And then go back to just watching my side.
Rex.
Meow.
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 Le meow.
No. So, if there's nothing else like role play wise, skip over the rest of the night. Nothing catches any of your guys' eyes. You're pretty much hidden, you know, in and amongst the
Mhm.
rocks. Or no, you guys decided to do on top, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, you have a little bit of vision out, but nothing comes close enough that you know.
Were there any
picks up
crabs?
alarms? No, you know, sure.
Since I can, I walk out the bubble, grab the crab, come back, like, I would like this for breakfast.
Can you see the crab?
Mhm.
That's why I was asking. If I see
said
it.
that I said that there were crab. I didn't say
I cast
you
light,
saw
yes.
crab. If you're actively searching for more crabs,
It's more like
That's fine.
it's more like I'm on watch, so I throw out light rocks every now and again,
Mhm.
and then if I happen to see a crab,
you could find like 2 or 3
do I find any
close
lobsters?
enough to the bubble. No, not this close to the shore. But yeah,
I will properly cook you crab.
I've never actually had cooked crab.
You dragon folks are
Really?
weird.
I'd be willing to try it. I still want the shell though. That's my favorite part. It's
It'll be
Oh,
really
the-
briny.
all right. So during the second day, as you guys make your way up up the coastline, there is closer to evening. It's very long, grueling day of walking in the sand pebbles and having the salty air kind of dry you guys out. You have to drink a little bit more water than you're used to. Well, those of you that don't live near the water or the salt water, I should say. Towards like maybe 2 or 3 hours before sunset. Those of you with a little bit better perception see it first and can point it out to the rest of the party. But there is a very, very tiny, rotted, what looks like rowboat.
Do you
A
message
good-
her rule, by the way?
This is important too, I
important.
guess.
I thought it would be a quick answer. My bad.
I will message Ragul and tell him if I
Okay.
don't message back within a week, something has
Uh-huh.
happened.
Oh, I'm too.
That's just me saying like that is the like I tell him it's gonna be a week and the only thing he sends back is like
you guys are going to be one of the
He had
in one of the 3
3-day gap.
cities. You guys are going to be in one of the 3 cities in the Wind Dynasty, and there's going to be a town crier. Dragonborn attacks the South City.
Oh, I will let him know it is werewolves that we're after and
Yeah.
shit like that.
con save.
What the-
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like Gregor can
Oh,
get the
my
family,
God.
some of the church,
Like,
some of the
28.
watch. Like, he can get quite a few people to fucking get out here just for revenge.
And roll a fucking 2.
So, so you message Regul. So go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
You
Just in
have
case.
a 3-day gap of not messaging him. And
You
then
have
he
3
starts
days.
walking.
Yes.
I'm
So
sure he's already
you,
packed.
I love the idea too that they aren't gonna send like it's like we're not out here for a job. We are out here to get revenge and nothing
Dude.
else.
Like 60% of us died. You know, a few of us that are left. Yeah, we're petty now.
Yeah, it's like this is a war party.
oh,
We're
God.
petty now. You killed one of us. Get off this planet.
So
We killed one of them, and they brought 30 more.
down the shore a little bit, you guys see this very small, very rotted rowboat with what looks like an individual sitting in it, wrapped in clothing. It's unmoving, just bobbing a little bit in the water. And this is at at a distance. You're a good 15-minute walk from it as of yet.
Ooh, let's say hi.
So that body moving at all?
No, it's just sitting in the rowboat as the rowboat looks like it shouldn't even be able to float at the moment. But it's just gently bobbing very close to the shore.
Gonna stealth.
Yeah.
As always.
As
Hey,
always.
random thing.
Don't really run around. I learned my lesson.
Listen,
20.
It wouldn't hurt to ask, but I would prefer that we keep our distance.
23.
23. Feel pretty
Let's-
stealthy.
I rolled
That's
average
it.
that time.
Anyways,
I would like to make an active check for Luxon.
Sure. The previous 2 to 3 times stuff has popped up, he has actively tried to stay hidden. So you know what it's about.
That you rolled a 23, I rolled a 21.
Bye.
Damn, that was good for you too.
Yeah,
That was good.
17.
So,
I rolled a 10 on the die, so.
yeah, Luxon quickly dips behind some of the rocky.
Oh god, person! Ah!
Yeah, I see like looking around, like lost. Like, oh, he's over there.
Yeah, you went that way.
do you want to go and look at the rowboat?
Yeah.
Oh, come along just in case things get messy.
I'll stay in the back.
Okay.
Luxon,
Yep.
I'm assuming you're somewhere around behind us.
He left footprints in the sand.
hmm.
Where?
Literally, he's behind the rocks over there.
What rocks?
Oh,
Says the rocks.
I say, oh, clearly not seeing it.
It's like, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
No, my passive deception is a 9.
I do beat that with my passive insight, but I like to think you're better than that, so I believe you.
She chooses not to fail.
I have hope
Uh,
for people.
all right. So, how are you guys approaching this then? With a couple of you.
I walk
it-
straight towards. 100%.
Okay. As you approach and get closer, and like I said, it's still a good 15-minute walk away
Yeah.
through the sand. Go ahead and make another perception check if you don't. Just as you get closer. Say
Ooh.
you're a good 100, 200 feet away, relatively close.
Oh, not very good. Dirty 20.
Okay. So the shoreline here, it's quite wide. It's naturally formed, unkept, but it's a good 50, 60 feet wide before it starts hitting some of the soil and whatnot. Directly opposite to where the rowboat and this individual sitting robed on the water is closer to the other side of the shore, a good 50, 60 feet away from the boat. You see what looks like a humanoid corpse. Just a humanoid face down in the sand, not moving, just sprawled out.
Ah,
Mhm. And does it look like it was trying to be hidden, like the body was trying to be hidden, or they're just like it looks like just someone fucking collapsed and died right there?
And this is
It looks like the individual just pretty much collapsed and died.
And, okay, about 50, 60 feet away from the boat, the
Yeah.
corpse of the person. And you say it looked like there's an individual wrapped up in like clothing and everything in the boat, correct?
You can't see any skin. You can't see a face. It looks like they're facing away from you towards the front of the boat, which is pointed out towards the water. And they are robed and with a hood up.
Interesting. Okay. Nin is with me, so I'm actually
Yes.
going to. I speak in Dragonborn.
Okay.
Dead person facing ground. Left side.
And you see it like almost immediately when she put it out.
Yeah, so there's just a dead. How far away was it again?
About 50, 60 feet from the boat.
From the boat, and you guys are still a couple hundred feet out, but it's just a body face down in the sand.
We check, make sure okay.
why do you talk like that?
Together.
I learned from a fucking book.
Yeah.
Yes, and you
And
are
it's like
very
my-
rusty.
I was saying that's also my 5th language.
Keep practicing.
Yes, and you are very rusty. We should practice more often.
I think still good.
Think still good.
You understand much.
Oh, man. So, are you guys going to
I would
take a
say
look
we-
at the body first?
I would say yeah. I
Would
think we should try to look
anyone?
at that.
Do you want to sneak and I keep an eye on them, or would you prefer?
If you like
I'm
talk
not
to
stealthy.
robed, I can sneak by body.
Yeah.
Okay, I go. And, I will try stealthing and
Okay.
yeah, and I will cast past that trace and do that.
Fair
I'll
enough.
do it from my mark.
When you're set, go.
For stealth.
What'd you get? Party inspiration?
No.
Oh, on the opposite spectrum.
Yeah. 30. What's it? Hang on. So yeah, it's 19.
A lot.
yeah, a lot. Natural 19 plus 22.
Hell yeah.
41.
41. Jeez. Breaking the 40s. Nice.
I can still say I'm the only person in the 50 club.
Okay, I go. Vanish.
Yeah.
Can I roll to see that?
You sure can try.
You absolutely can.
I can't even try.
Your hand was
try.
on Ellis, like
Indeed.
you need to practice more, and then like you're just, well, where did she go?
And there is no tracks in the
Yeah.
sand either. It's just there's nothing. Like her footsteps just end.
All right, so Ellis, you creep closer, feeling the stealthiest you've ever felt in your life, and
No,
When-
it can be a little bit stealthier.
I can
She
get
just-
one stealthier.
she just recently got the capability of casting Pass Without the Trace.
I've had it for a few
No.
levels.
Yeah.
I've had that for a while.
But I mean, you haven't rolled higher than that since then. It's
I've
not
got,
like you
I
had
think
it
I've
way
gotten
back
like
at
a
home.
40. Yeah, I think I've
Yeah,
got like a 40.
So
Like I said, they can do better though.
yeah.
how close are you getting to this body?
If I'm
Are
like
you
30
getting right up to it?
if
to
I
check
get like
it?
30 feet away, I can see it's dead, and I don't see any traps anywhere.
Yeah.
While
If I
they're
can
doing
see,
that, I'm approaching and I'm like not purposely being loud because I know I'm loud, but going to try to get their attention because
Okay.
I'm supposed to be a distraction.
yeah, if I can get within 30 feet and see there are no
Sure.
traps, there's nothing
So-
else mounted, then I'll walk straight up to the body.
Nin, you know how loud you can be. You're not being overt, but you're not being covert at the same time.
Yeah, I'm walking normally, trusting that I'm loud
very-
enough.
Very assuredly, you're close enough that the individual in the boat should be able to hear you, but they don't acknowledge your presence in any way, shape, or form. They don't turn. No motion from the person in the boat.
Hello there.
Nothing. Ellis, as you get, a good 30, 40 feet away from the body, you can actively see that whomever it is breathing very shallowly.
Oh, I run over. And they're a human.
Yeah. So they are face down in the dirt. But you can see the hints of some pointed ears. They're male. They're very gaunt, and it looks like they have not shaved or bathed in quite some time.
I
Wait,
will.
they can grow a beard?
I'll reach into my bag, pull out a potion, and I'll heal. Is all. Dude,
I have to imagine you don't even like put it in their mouth, you just spray it on them.
Yeah.
Heal up. If it matters.
So you roll them over.
7,
Um,
9 HP if I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks like this individual is probably in their late 30s, early 40s. Very scraggly beard. Like I said, very thin. Their lips are cracked. It looks like they are definitely dehydrated. But you pour a little bit of, you give them a healing potion, and their eyes kind of flutter awake. And like immediately, like you see them like almost manically look at you and just what?
It's fine. It's fine. Sip. And I'll, like, you want to chug? Sip. That's all. I'll do water.
Yeah, so you give them a little bit of water, and then this is where you hear Nin start calling at the individual. Doesn't acknowledge you in any way, shape, or form. What are the rest of you doing as the two of them are actively doing this?
I'm watching
You-
from like 30, 40 feet away.
Okay, so
Thinking it's something.
you are creeping behind them though.
Yeah.
Staying pretty close.
Hidden in
How about Alex and Gwen? And where's Bruno?
Bruno is with Gwen.
Wherever Gwen is.
Yeah, since he rides on.
Fair enough.
I'd just be trailing in the back.
If Ellis helps,
Mhm.
then I'll help.
Did they even see
So-
me go over there?
I don't know.
They rolled a 40 in stealth.
Okay?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Anything.
once you get
that's
over
why I was
there,
asking. That's why I was asking.
yeah,
No,
once
I
you
don't-
get over there, like you stop and you bend
To
down.
be-
You've rolled over a body and you've tilted them up
I
to
didn't
feed some
know
water.
if it's behind enough
It-
stuff that they can't see since it was.
Oh,
So that's
they
where
talked
that-
to Nin. Does she know Dragonborn or Draconic? Okay, so yeah, you would.
Ellis? Yeah.
Not Ellis.
Or Gwen.
Gwen.
Yeah, I taught her.
Okay.
I mean that's up to you guys. Like if you were hanging back and not like going up with them,
Yeah, like, how low were you being with that Ellis?
I was being quiet because we were going up.
yeah, it's
So-
probably stealth.
So the word
Probably.
you didn't hear what we said,
Yeah.
but if Rye says you see me over there doing shit,
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
see me
yeah,
doing
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's whatever. You just wouldn't have heard what I said.
I have no idea what's going on. Help someone.
Yeah.
So,
So
I'll
you
just-
send Bruno over? Are you going
Can I
over with
give like
Bruno?
a,
No,
can I
Bruno
give, like,
starts
a
walking
hand
over-
signal of pause?
Bruno starts walking over towards
Mm,
with you still on it.
yeah.
Can I give a hand signal like pause in the back?
To-
Like I would have done it once she stealthed away.
Oh,
to the rest of the party.
Oh, yeah. I mean that's up to you.
Since we would have made the plans, I know they didn't hear us. I would have
Sure. So Gwen, you see Ellis, helping somebody, but Nin has told you to hang back for whatever reason.
Still,
I'm up front at this point, so can't communicate now. But I'm just saying there would have been that prior information.
I still would have gone up if Ellis.
That's
she's
fair.
helping.
Yeah. So Gwen and Bruno come up with Ellis to this individual who is very greedily, sucking up whatever water.
and I'm like trying to
Yeah.
control how much.
For sure.
He's pulling up. You're pulling down.
Yeah, literally. Like
Ellis? What's going on?
he was face down in the sand. I gave him a potion, and he woke up because looks like he was dying. And now I'm giving him water, and he keeps trying to chug it.
Okay. I'll put you in the chat. That way you can control.
I'm going to appear
Wow! Bam!
if I see
Easy.
19. And
Alright, how do I get attacked?
I'll just out of fucking
Yep.
nowhere reach out my hands and grab the back of their head and their bottom of their jaw and try to control the.
It snapped their neck.
That is how you do it when you
Yeah.
have two people.
Yeah. So collectively you're able
Holds the
to
bag,
give this
holds the
person,
jaw.
the
Ugh.
correct amount of water, right?
So they don't
Um,
choke themselves out.
Chugging.
So Nin, as the group is addressing.
I like
this
to point out,
person-
I have no idea this is happening on behind me.
right. Well, Alex, are you approaching as well? We kind of didn't.
Yeah, I said I
anything
was
about
from
that.
the rear. I'm approaching this.
Okay.
But I
Are
don't
you going
trust him.
towards Nin and the person in the boat, or the group, helping this individual in the dirt?
I'm going towards the boat.
Okay. So Nin, from behind, you hear Alex, approach with you towards the boat here. How close are you getting? What are you doing?
Probably about 30 feet.
Okay. So the boat is in the water, but it's not like out. It's only very shallow. You only have to wade out 7, 8, 9 feet to touch it. Just up to your shins or whatnot. But
Are you okay?
so again, nothing.
Get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
20 feet.
Yeah, it's very obviously the outline of a person sitting in the boat. They are sitting upright. It just looks like they have a hood up and completely tuning you out, completely ignoring you.
You need any help? I'm assuming none. No response.
Nothing.
Oh, but he will say something more, step forward, say something more, step forward, until he eventually gets in front and tries to get a look at the guy's face.
The robes are so astronomically big on this person that it hangs so far. You see no skin, no face, no nothing. But they are very, very much like sitting up, and just chilling.
It just
with
looks
the
like a
boat.
mouth.
Does it look like
Yeah.
it's breathing at all?
You do not see any breath now.
Kevin, can you do that thing where they where you know if things are undead?
I don't know if things are, but I can. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do Divine Sense to see if they're evil.
I'm assuming I know that's a thing that paladins can
Oh
do.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Especially considering my line of work.
Yeah.
You're as close to a paladin as you can be without being a paladin.
This person definitely goes off divines.
it goes off.
I do believe he knows which classification.
Celestial Fiend, Undead.
Yeah, it definitely marks off as undead.
I'd step back.
What's the radius on that?
60 feet.
60 feet.
That doesn't hit us, does it?
No.
Actually, yeah, don't get hit by them. Maybe take
Well,
out.
I mean,
You say it was 50, 60 feet away.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, so,
Kevin's
yeah.
not directly up like in front of the boat. So it would pulse out, and you only get undead from the
Okay.
individual in the boat,
Not the
Okay.
one drinking water.
not the one
Double check.
drinking water.
I'd step back, and if he makes a move, take him out. Don't let him bite you. Don't let him bite you.
Is that another werewolf?
Don't let him bite you.
I'll step away.
Mhm.
More confused than anything. Start making my way towards the rest of the party, seeing that everyone's there now.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
almost just appeared.
Okay, so do you say anything to this individual, or are you guys still just kind of nursing?
Yeah, I'll when he's not chugging.
Yeah.
Trying to tug
When
down.
they're just sitting down, while Ellis is talking, I'm just gonna try to give them a look over, see if they've got anything
No,
with them, or if they were
So
just
go ahead,
dehydrated.
go ahead and make a medicine check.
I'm just like, who are you? Like, why are you out here? I'm Alice, by the way. Sorry, that's rude. I was told I need to introduce myself first.
23.
23. So you look over this person. They don't have any outward signs of trauma. No broken bones, no cuts, bruises, anything like that.
Foggy eyes, blind, nothing paralyzed, poison stunned.
No, nothing. They just look like they haven't eaten in a very long time. They look dehydrated, and the way that their lips are cracked and everything, this person probably decided that they were thirsty enough to try to drink the ocean.
Hmm.
So yeah, Ellis, you start bombarding this person with words as Luxon's looking him over, and he goes, "What? Warren."
What was
What'd you
it?
say?
Warren is his name, because you asked his name first,
Uh-huh.
and then you asked, "What is he doing out here?"
Yeah.
He goes,
Rosebud.
he goes, "What? War."
What is this man lying here? Is this a human or an elf?
He has some elf-like features. He's half elf.
Half elf.
Uh-oh.
That's racist.
Technically, I'm a fifth elf. Thank you.
I was in Chris's game. I was a quarter elf. That's what my race was. I was quarter elf.
Yeah, you're half elf, and
Yeah, I literally it was just like, oh, my ears are like slightly pointier. That's
That's it.
okay. War? Who? I don't. Who's that? War?
and at this point, he's like you see him losing consciousness just with the effort from saying a few words and drinking.
Yeah.
If I don't.
Did someone say soup?
Crab soup, shells. What?
No, I have the spell. Create soup.
How much soup does that spell create?
A lot.
Yes.
300 gallons.
Wait, 300 gallons?
Soup.
It's not a cantrip, is it? It's tier 1?
The spell.
It's a spell,
Okay.
All right.
but
So
create soup.
you guys help this individual get comfortable. Let them chill out. What's the game plan from here? You guys are now huddled up, talking about what to do with this person who's unconscious in the dirt, and whatever
What's-
undead is sitting in the boat bobbing
what's
in the
going
water.
on with the
Wha-
other one?
They're undead.
Oh,
What's going on with this one?
lovely.
Not undead. Alive, actually. Said
Barely.
their name was Warren, and they're here because of war. They fell unconscious.
Are you sure they weren't just repeating their name again and messed up?
Maybe. They
Hard to
are kind of very near death.
So, I've heard it before. What exactly does it mean for like someone to say war? Like, what is that? Just fighting?
Is fighting on such an
War-
intense that city
Your
Nice.
entire people fighting another entire people.
Why?
Many reasons. Most of them dumb.
Disagreements, political, mostly.
Right, have the Dragonborn ever been at war with anyone?
The outside world.
I was just
So-
saying, with how disconnected the cities are, I
Yeah.
can't imagine too many wars have happened.
No.
And that's why
There-
like Alice is just genuinely confused as part of it.
How do you know we have been at war, right? And I remember why we've been at war.
They stopped Taco Tuesdays.
While we're doing this,
Yes.
I'm just keeping my eye on the undead in case it twitches.
Is that one of the? Is that from one of the splurges we were given in the group chat when we were making
Yeah.
these characters?
Most of
Yes.
Yeah. That's like not like intercity things though. That's that.
No,
those
no,
are, like,
but that is definitely war.
yeah. There have been, especially with the Dragonborns, because they're not protected by like one of the. They're not like a sanctuary. They're not domes like some of the other cities. They're out in the open. You guys have been attacked by creatures, both in and out of the city. So like war in that sense, when a large enough group of something tries to take over the city, absolutely, but not like, from another country or another city, stuff
We've
like
dealt
that.
with
Just
raids. We haven't really had a
Yeah.
like continuous back forth for a year, and
yeah, that a typical war it has been unheard of since the cities have isolated themselves.
Yeah. That is weird that you mentioned that.
yeah.
or living.
So is that just like a bunch of people fighting, or
Boiled down to its simplest form, yes, but it is more complex than.
Sounds dumb.
Large-scale combat, conquest, resources, or pride.
Oh, pride. We definitely went to war for pride.
You went to war for survival, sir.
And pride.
Okay, and pride.
Prideful survival?
Yes. Okay. So what's the game plan here? Are you guys? Okay, so you're still a good like hour and a half, 2 hours away from sunset, maybe a little bit more. Are you taking this person with you? Are you bunkering down here a little early?
I want to check them for any bites.
I've already looked them up and down.
Yeah,
Oh.
so like Luxon has, you go to check them out, and Luxon's like, yeah, I already took care of that. Luxon, they're the telltale signs of like where you were bitten and where Gwen was bitten, though it has receded a little bit. It is still discolored. You don't see any of that on this person. It doesn't look like they're infected by
They don't
the
look like they have
lycanthropy.
any.
We should probably at least get
No.
them away from this thing.
Do we want to take care of that?
I don't think it's worth it. Doesn't seem to be moving.
Yes. What?
Honestly,
I don't feel like leaving undead things for someone to come across is a good.
What kind of undead thing is it? It just looks like a bunch of like clothes.
It's undead. That's all we. You can put up a sign.
Beware the undead thing on the rowboat.
But what if it moves? Then the
Well,
sign would, and then people will be scared of the sign because then they'll be looking for a boat and there wouldn't be a boat.
Well, it's better to be cautious. I'd rather not risk it. If we get into a fight, there's a possibility that this man gets hurt if that thing goes crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like, or we could just go a distance and I could just shoot it from far away.
See, we have had undead teleport, so
What?
Revenant.
Did
Giant skeleton teleporting, disappearing, invisible, leaping.
It
crossed
ran
like
at us.
400.
It
And
ran?
Randa's well invisible. That's teleporting.
Effectively.
I don't understand magic. I didn't see it.
It ran at us. That wasn't teleporting.
Trick of the moonlight.
Appeared above us.
Cause it jumped.
Anyways, I'd rather not fight anything right now.
It's a
What
risk
if it
that's
is
not
the Revenant?
necessary.
Do we want to
That's
take
even
care of
worse.
that? Just before we consider other possible
We
inherently,
have other issues if we.
Let
It's a
me
necessary
talk.
risk.
inherently at this moment, just based on feeling, before you factor yourself, who wants to take care of undead?
I raised my hand.
I begrudgingly raised my hand.
I mean, I don't really have issues with undead specifically. No. They do seem to attack people a lot. You know,
Yeah.
every undead I come across, but like,
I don't think it's fair to not factor in other
Yeah.
things.
no, that's how
Now.
I didn't raise my hand.
We can we
I
can
just realized the
pull
three
this
religious
guy-
people. Let's kill the undead.
We can pull this guy away. Bruno can
Sorry, what was that? You're a little quiet.
Said, pull him away from the battle. Bruno can take him, right?
If we are
It's an
going to fight it,
unnecessary
then
risk.
yes.
We
Well,
don't know
but-
anything of what that undead.
Sorry.
Taking him
Sorry.
away from the battle could make him a target.
To make
Could
us a
disappear,
target
appear
for
behind
the.
us.
We're not in friendly territory. We're in actively hostile territory.
We hostile constant attack. They've already attacked.
And you're saying it's not a possibility that they just show up and attack us again? It could be
No.
bait.
Doubt it? But I've been wrong before.
I'd rather not take the risk.
I don't like Zelda. Don't want to.
It doesn't really matter to me on that.
Get your feelings. I don't like undead either, but I'd rather.
We've been attacked much. You what? It'll.
So few people travel now, it's probably not an issue.
A rift easily jettison it anywhere.
To a different plane that's.
I don't mean sound mean. It's just not our problem. We have other things to
Wh-
worry about.
When you say that, Luxon, the Kath Shay pipes up and he says, we could just put this man out of his. He seems to be suffering.
No.
Does
I
he?
do. I do
No.
make an angry glance towards the cachet.
Like, does he look like he's suffering at all, really, other than just thirsty? Like,
He is starved and dehydrated.
He
yeah, like
looks
that's
like
recoverable.
he looks like he's 8 seconds before death. But yeah,
Mal,
absolutely.
in this world, losing all of your limbs is recoverable.
Yeah, it's like,
It still fucking hurts to have them cut off.
so don't be a crybaby.
Dying is recoverable.
Yeah,
I
don't be a
wanna
bitch.
Die.
Don't be a bitch.
all right.
Go fucking die then.
Are you guys have voted majorly.
I think
So
we're
we-
not picking on the undead,
Okay.
Not a problem.
but I do look pissed at the cache for
Yeah.
suggesting that.
Not happy.
Okay. Just returns the glare very indifferently, I should say. So what are you doing with the man then? This individual who called himself Warren.
Oh, I'll fucking carry him if we have to. I'll put him on my back.
I can.
I'll
I-
fireman carry him.
No,
I mean, you have
I've got it.
Bruno. Let's look at Bruno.
I feel like that's rougher.
really?
Probably. I mean, he's gonna have.
Bruno
the
doesn't have a
leg
saddle,
on
so
Bruno.
yeah.
I am to
And Bruno just like looking around, just kind of like.
I don't know.
I'm
about
just
that.
like, I feel like you're just offering Bruno a
I
ride,
don't
even
know
though,
about
you know.
that.
Why don't we put him
I'll
on
just-
the horse?
I'll just carry him because if anything goes wrong, I'm the fastest.
Or the horse? Who is faster?
I forgot we had a horse.
I've been
Um,
riding my horse this whole
And
time.
it's significantly easier on us?
Yeah.
So when
Forgot
you
about
go
this.
to pick this individual up, whether you're putting it on the horse or you know whatever, he rouses a little bit and looks at you guys almost like maddeningly, you know, with this crazed look, and it looks around very frantically and says, Where's Linda? Where is she?"
I'll kind of point him to the boat. Just there's no reason not to show him. Linda.
Doesn't give you a response, but nods. And you see him look over in the direction of the boat, and the clothed individual, who has been unmoving this entire
shit.
time, stands up
Uh-huh.
and does an about face and starts walking towards you guys, just casually.
Just casually.
But it's still just covered in.
covered in this.
Like you can't
this
see.
very.
It's just a mound of
it's-
clothing.
It's like a
I'll
very
just-
petite 5'3" person wearing a triple XL cloak.
Like you just can't see
Is-
anything. It's just a mound.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
Linda
absolutely.
meant to be an undead.
Yes.
Very
Look at
interesting.
Gwen.
I'm leaving. I'll-
And is
I'm very purposely like putting myself in front,
Same.
probably like 10 feet in front of everyone else.
he says very quietly, "Linda was my sister. I'm a necromancer."
What happened?
We left the
Excellent.
dynasty.
Is she going to be hostile in any way?
No, I can.
We left the dynasty. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Are
Looks like you weren't very well prepared.
Was very last minute. Very.
What's happening at the dynasty?
It's unlocked. Nobody gets in. Nobody gets out.
Can anything go right?
Don't worry.
Anything.
Dynasty, the Win Dynasty, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
Sorry.
if it was a dynasty or not.
Yeah.
Well, since I have sending, I'm gonna message one of the clan leaders. Apparently, the Win Dynasty is in lockdown. I'm assuming we're about a few days away Considering,
2 weeks.
please contact
weeks.
us with information later. Done.
Probably still weeks.
We're like 2 weeks away, aren't we?
I don't know how far we are. It just said like we're I'll say we're at the ocean.
Yeah,
We hit the
we've
ocean.
been traveling. Wow. Still.
You get a reply back. Try your best. If you can't go, just head to the halflings.
At least we have a directive.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, they could possibly get communications up to and
Yeah,
get
for sure.
information. I already had it prepared. Might as well use it.
Yeah, right.
Useful.
Exactly. Why is this not repeating?
Okay. Are there war? What are you? What is the? Or are they fighting? What are they?
He says, I'm not sure. People started going crazy in the streets.
Oh no.
How long ago?
I don't know how long I've been gone.
I'll tell him the date. Or I guess we don't have a dating system, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He
Are you
says,
strong enough to travel?
don't know if I could walk.
Are
What
you
about
strong
your
enough to be
sister?
carried?
So you glance over to the undead, and they're like I said, like 5'3". Like you could, and now that you know that she's undead and whatnot, you could probably tell that it's probably a skeleton underneath the robes. Probably not carrying anybody.
The area you're in is dangerous. It's owned by Fifth Luna Princess. We've already been attacked by werewolves here.
He just gives you this very confused look. Anything was better than being killed by your own friends and neighbors.
Mm.
Just gotta move on for the time being.
All right, so you
gonna
guys
just-
help sling him onto the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him on the horse for now.
Do your best to get him comfortable, but he is basically like laying across the back of the horse, unable to support himself.
Yeah, we'll get him for a couple
Kind of
days.
tie him into it.
Yeah. And like I said, you guys are only about like
And
2 hours away
I'll
from
just-
sunset anyway.
Random check the corruption detecting pendant.
Yeah. No,
Clear.
nothing.
Cool.
Clear.
Just random check.
Yeah, for sure.
I should really check that more often.
What does your
So
pendant do?
It
the
detects
seeds of
the
corruption
seeds of
for the
corruption
forest.
from the forest.
Oh, from the forest. Okay.
No, we got the pendant in the forest.
Right, but you were told there were other seeds spread to other forests, and that's what the the pendant detects.
Yeah.
So you guys hit the road, and
Jack.
between
Jack.
what?
Hit the
Road
road.
Jack.
The song, yeah.
Yeah. Go back to the-
Between him talking a little bit and just being like horseback, he falls in and out of consciousness as you guys are traveling, and he does. And the robed undead that he called Linda hangs about 30 feet back from the party and just does its best to keep up with you guys, making as little noise as possible.
I look towards Gwen and Kevin and just like, we're laying that thing to rest later, right?
What?
I don't know if we should, honestly.
I mean proper rest. I don't mean
It was done.
I-
Seeing it down might. The mental gymnastics. It must have been an act of desperation, and might
you
be
guys
what's
were this
holding
close
him
from
together.
destroying it, and I was like, ooh.
I knew you were laughing at something because either it was something significant or
Yeah,
it was it's just a CR like 1/4 skeleton, and you're all like, no, I don't think it is.
You guys would have absolutely obliterated it, and like, what the
I
fuck
was
was
point out,
that?
I do bludgeoning damage.
So do I.
I-
I do a lot of bludgeoning.
Skeletons
You
like
are bludgeoning
waving
damage.
the enemy
Oh,
as
yeah.
the grace.
I would have
Game
smited
over.
it to make sure it one-shot it.
Yeah,
Oh god.
for
I
You
probably
guys
would have
just
started.
all
I
creep
would have
around
started
the
with
boat.
destroy undead. I'll be honest.
Like-
hold an action and just
Half of them could have just obliterated it,
I literally can
but
just.
So, you guys travel on the outskirts of the shore. The two hours left of daylight that you have before you bunker down for another rest. The second day. Now the full moon a week away.
Right. Quick question: how is necromancy viewed in? the city?
It's not a very well thought after form of magic, especially raising zombies and skeletons and whatnot, but it's not like outlawed or anything.
it's
Okay,
one of
yeah,
the
that's the way I was saying it. That he,
shameful. But if it's the only reason you survived, okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's the way I was
useful,
playing in towards it.
and it's more the magic itself isn't evil, it's the people that use the magic. It's just a tool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It is.
So as you guys set up camp in the tiny bubble and everything for your second night's rest, I'm just gonna take a quick 5 minutes. Got about an hour and a half left of session, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Right. Break time.
Me.
Back.
Um,
Oh,
this individual, Warren, sleeps the most of the rest of the trip. Like I said, in and out of consciousness. Nin tells him to just sleep the entire time that you get, your campsite or however you guys set up to sleep for the night. They're situated. Just sleeps the whole way through. Through up the tiny bubble. You lay him down, and he's just out the whole night.
Probably
Whether or not
wake
you
him up
guys,
to feed him a little bit, like feed him. Yeah, you got two people that are like really high in medicine. So
probably a state of half consciousness, but absolutely easy enough to be done. During this watch where you picked him up, and with his undead sister, still staying a good 20-30 feet away from where the rest of you guys are sleeping and whatnot. Is there anything that you guys would like to do specifically roleplay wise or otherwise during the watch?
What do you think would happen if we used the ashes on the sister?
Just
I know, but I'm just like, maybe
I
fucking.
mean,
Why?
I'm not gonna
Um,
stop you. You do you.
I actually have read a paper on this. I don't know if it can be confirmed, but I do believe they're considered undead instead of dead.
What's the difference?
That's bullshit.
Magic.
Hmm.
I
What are the
That's-
odds
that doesn't answer the question.
that they run away with our stuff or attack us in the
The difference is it doesn't work.
Fucking none. Good.
He can't even lift his arms up. And Alex is worried about him running away with your shit.
We still have coins.
I'd be impressed.
Yeah. Like, kudos to you, my guy.
We've got coins to protect.
Now I hope you can run faster than we can kill you.
You better be able to run faster than me. Fuck you, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Can you run faster than lightning?
God, running was such a struggle unless you jump into the woods like the werewolf did.
So,
If we're out in the
Fucking
field,
coward.
fuck you.
Mm,
what are you guys doing?
I guess just taking our watches.
Yeah, like I said, if there's anything extra, that's where this
Yeah,
would come in.
I'll
If
do,
not,
I'll do first watch,
Uh,
and does third, so we just take turns taking care of the dude.
yeah. So, over the course of your watches during the second night, he has a rough night of sleep. Doesn't wake up at all, but definitely, you
Other
tosses
times
and
we do
turns,
wake him up
cold
to force him
sweat.
to eat.
Right, and take a little bit of water here and there. Cold sweat, kind of very rough sleep. Tossing, like I said, tossing, turning. Just a look of pain on his face, almost pasted there the whole night.
I cast Calm.
Yeah, I mean, if you do so, it absolutely does help. Looks like it soothes him and helps him relax for the extent of the spell. I can't tell if Waffle is just stuck like that. Yeah, no, he's frozen.
no, I think
Is
he's
he?
just holding the pose
Yep.
now. Hold
No,
on.
he's not breathing.
Did
By
he
now.
blink?
His eyes are closed. Yeah, he's
It-
stuck like that.
If it was not frozen, I'd be impressed.
He would have laughed by now. It's waffle.
Yeah.
Oh,
very true.
I heard a ding, 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 ding.
Stinky geese. Beat them with your hands. No, he's dead. Reply to that. Beans.
No, Waffle.
Well, I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was just stuck like that for a little while. It's like, oh, hey, he's back.
Welcome back, cheeseburger.
I
No,
stretched
we
and
all died.
kicked my outlet.
No.
Hey, I'm not the only one who's done that now.
I've done that several times. That's the second time I've done it today.
Have you
Hey.
cup checked yourself?
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
you didn't do that.
I've
Actually,
cup checked
I've
myself
done that
on mic.
because
I my My
The
fucking
corner of
chair
my
broke.
desk is the perfect height to
But-
smash my nutsack. It's fucking horrible. I've done it twice.
What
No,
the fuck
my chair broke, so I was literally sitting on laundry. I leaned back, fall, a cup check myself, and kick my power button at the same time while in chat. So all I hear, God fuck. You
No, I stretched.
remember
and
that one?
At my outlet.
No.
That was all for
I've-
me.
Yeah,
I
Brian
have
Loki, I
tripped.
believe, were the only ones there at that
I
time.
have tripped and smashed my nuts on my desk.
What the
It's
fuck is
fucking
wrong
awful.
with you people?
You guys need to wear protection. Cups.
Just wear a cup all 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up in
I
the
mean, that's what
morning.
a cup check is for.
Oh, that would get so fucking hot.
Yeah.
That'd be so uncomfortable.
All right. Yes,
Must
Gwen,
be.
you cast Calm Emotion. I think that lasts.
A minute.
Is it
Hour?
only? I thought it was an hour.
Let me look. Let me look.
I think
It's
it's
like
a
a
minute.
bra,
A
but
minute.
worse because it's in your pants. Or more layers.
Because it's one of my great.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute. Concentration up
Okay.
to 1 minute.
Well, regardless, the spell blankets them. It helps soothe them for a little bit, helps them relax.
Why did my dream get better all of a sudden?
Yeah. I mean,
Suddenly my family's not all dying around me.
the uncomfortable sleep eventually comes back to him slowly but steadily, but it does help. And your watches go off, and the landscape here is starting to become more green. The rocks have started to become more far few between, less rocky shore, and much more finer sands as you travel north.
What type of sand? White, black?
Purple.
Vanilla. I don't fucking know. Uh,
Hey, it matters. It actually does matter a fair bit.
Not to me, and that's all that matters.
It doesn't matter. Ian getting people doesn't know.
But yeah, the night goes off, and nothing tries to
Peanut.
intrude upon your guys' slumber. And so
Other than the person waking me up.
yeah, right. So the third day after being bit,
You transform.
no, you guys continue your trek
Stop.
north.
Uh-huh.
And Warren's condition, though you guys are, slowly feeding him and giving him water, with the travel and just the state of being, half starved and dehydrated, it goes from, it gets a little bit worse before it gets better. And, there's a point in time where every time you try to wake him up to drink, like, you have to force feed him. His eyes roll in the back of his head. He becomes harder to rouse for half the day. However, about like pretty early on in the day, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, you guys start to see distantly on the horizon the starting of a tree canopy appear far off in the distance.
And look, where's the rest of the party? We can't take him with us much farther.
Not safe.
I say we try to find a place shaded, food, leave him with some food and water and instructions on how to take it. And we make our way back afterward.
Take it away. This forest doesn't look familiar.
It's still so far off. Like it's like the crest of the trees is just barely hitting the edge of your vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had to
Yeah.
force.
We can't save everyone. We have our things to do. And we give him the best shot we can. I'm not saying we let him die. But if it happens,
We have to prepare. Are going into this forest to the Underdark
Uh-huh.
to what? Are we going to confront
Get
them?
your
Are
cure.
we going to attack them? Are we going to
The
be
highest
hostile?
priority. You're honest.
I say
So-
we give them the coins for the time being. The moment we have the cure, all bets are off.
How many coins do we have left?
14.
For my opinion, give up the coin. Should not attack.
Why not?
That is just going more of us hurt. More of us will die or get cursed.
It has a point. If we get cursed again and we just have it here with no way to reduce it, then it
Okay.
might just damn some of us to death.
If we're gonna give
Don't-
up the coins anyways, I'd like 8 more.
I'm even more against that.
If they're gonna get taken, might as well be taken by us.
I don't know what you're feeding. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
Why?
feeding
There
either.
is-
Gods typically don't hunger for power like that. Other entities do.
Incorrect.
I said typically.
Tiamat. The thing that's going on right now.
That's
That
not-
whole thing.
That's not a god. That's a
I
devil.
was saying you can't say Tiamat's not a god. That's just fucking lying.
That's an anti-god in my religion.
As you guys are discussing like what to do, the Kath Shay actually will pipe up. And the Kath Shay will say, I can look over him for a few days, if you like.
I thought the cashier was going to say, I can look over the coins for you for a few days.
My escorts are coming to an end at any rate.
You're not gonna kill him when we're not looking. Take a soul, nothing.
As I said, I typically only take the souls of those beasts. So unless he does so, no. I will
Even
do
if
what
he
I
does,
can
you
to
aren't
keep
allowed
him-
to.
He does not reply. Well, the Kath Shay does not
I-
reply to that.
I know the cachet won't lie necessarily, but do I
Yeah.
get the idea that it is hiding its intentions?
You've been traveling with the Kath Shay for quite some time. Go ahead and roll an insight check. I would
I
say
get one
Nin
too.
too, since all you guys can.
Oh,
Natural
yeah.
20
And
Okay.
I roll one.
for 24.
Yeah, whoever.
25.
I'm no
Okay.
net 20, but
I got my unicorn. That's my first natural 20 I've had in like 3 fucking
25.
sessions.
I don't trust the cachet at all.
Was it because of your unicorn?
Would you roll, Alex?
I
A
don't
one?
trust them at all. They're clearly lying to me.
Love it.
They won my coins.
I got it.
Well,
They gave you
How
your
many
coins.
They
I
won
don't
my
have any coins anymore. They're in your lug.
Yeah, you don't have any coins.
You're trying to take them away from me. You're conspiring.
Don't do this, Kevin. Any of us could solo you. I'm pretty sure Ben could.
I don't have a whole lot of attack power.
He has less health than you.
Love it.
You
It
you
just
go
take
range.
one smite from him, like drop.
No.
No.
No. You have almost the most health.
She's in third place right now. Yeah.
Who's in first place?
Nin.
Nin.
I have second.
Who's in second?
That's me.
What are you at?
82. Gwen's barely behind.
So I am literally 22 more points.
Yeah. Literally,
I
it's
have 12
you,
con.
then there's 82, 81, and I have 80.
Yeah, us close, and they have way better con. They're gonna pass by me.
Wait, no, I
I
have
would-
32 actually.
I
think
would
we have
like
the
to
same
think
con, Ellis.
Kevin 12.
Oh, you only have 12. I only have 14.
Yeah, you guys have higher con. I'd like to hope eventually you guys will pass me.
I
would
have a
hope.
con
The
of
dice may decide no.
I have a con of 16. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have
I would
32
like to-
more hit points than you. That is a sizable gap.
That's a character.
It's because I don't have con.
That
or
is a
pro.
low level character in between us.
That's about a level 3 character right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Level 2 or 3, depending on the class.
So
I am going to, as prep, I have half the coins in one bag and half the coins in the other.
to the best of your
How-
guys' knowledge,
Oh,
the Cath Shay
It's
does
a liar.
not seem to try to be pulling one over on anybody. They're sincere when they say that they will do what they can to keep the guy alive for at least a couple of days.
And you will not take its soul once or if he does die.
Once again, does not reply
How-
to you.
quantifiable? How much power is 7 of 14 coins? Is that something significant? Is it small bits each?
If they are truly fragments of divinity, I would assume any bit is powerful, but only if you know how to use it.
Divinity is a very general term. There's many things to find.
The Cath
Probably
Shay,
God of apples.
the only thing he says to that is it depends where they came from. They're hard to quantify.
Depends on where they what?
Came
Came
from
Where they came from.
Where did these ones come from?
They haven't the slightest.
Where did they go? Where did they come from, Cunt Eye Joe?
Either received some of coins we had or given us to others.
Who gave
Is
you
there
these
any
coins to give
scale
to
you
us?
know?
I was
think
sent
we
to give them back.
Give
They
them
were
back.
really, they're yours.
They weren't snake coins, were they?
I
Oh
think they
my
all
god,
were.
is Damon dead?
They all were.
They are snake.
They were
They're
all snake
they
coins
all
still.
Oh my gosh, Damon's dead.
God!
Amen.
What I know.
Come from where they
Who's
go.
Damon?
Who's Damon?
He's someone who can jump off a cliff and not cast
He's-
Featherfall.
One.
Who killed
And
Lexen. Not let Lexen die, actively killed Lexen.
And that's why I learned Featherfall, but it doesn't matter. Anyway,
I mean, no offense to you. I just don't see myself jumping off any cliffs of
Okay, I-
any
I-
height.
Blankly look at you and go, I've actively jumped off cliffs since then. What?
I've jumped off of several cliffs.
It's just me. I don't. I'm good with life.
So we're leaving word in there.
No, not until they give me the word they won't take their soul.
It will be my payment for looking after him only if he dies.
I mean, if they die, what's the point of not? I mean, like, what harm is actually taking the soul?
They should be laid to proper rest, be able to go wherever they are deemed to go.
Not
It's either
They-
that or just
wait
leave them
for
by
it,
themselves and then
ask yourself.
I
You can
will
decide
give
what to do
you
with it.
3 days. If you do not return for him in 3 days and he is dead, I will take his soul for myself.
don't have that much of a choice now.
Very
Kath Shay.
angrily, just
So we leave them by the
hand on hammer hilt, just 4 days.
3. The number is very significant amongst my kind.
Nine.
I can
Fuck you, Ryle. Use your own logic against you.
3 threes.
I could just not look after him. I don't plan on being around here that long.
3 days sounds very generous.
We could just ask the person what they want.
He's like half unconscious,
They are.
like, "Ah."
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
You guys are like a half a day's travel away from the forest, so you could easily make it back here.
It's fine.
Sure, Rye. When have we ever entered a forest it's never fucked with time?
Forest Park. Hey.
I love them.
I've gone in a forest, so many times. I'm good.
Ellis, for as much as you know, you've been alive way longer than you think. You have no idea, but yeah.
This
What's
is,
that? Yeah.
like forests are fine. There was one experience.
Yeah, one time.
Actually, you haven't gone in and out of a forest too much. If you live in the forest, you don't go out of the
You don't know
forest.
my backstory, motherfucker.
They said they grew up in a forest, not that their entire land was just forest.
You don't know my life. You don't know my story. You don't know how old I am.
No, I do not.
Get out of here, you lizard freak. Use some fucking lotion.
I do.
So
Oil up your tails, boy.
you guys are so like I said, it's more green up here a little bit further north. So if you guys go a couple 100 feet out of the shore, you could easily find a couple of trees or bushes to hide him in, and the Kath Shay look over him.
I look for the cachet. Any harm comes to him under your watch during those 3 days, I will hunt you down myself.
I don't know if that's really a fair.
Hey, we've been traveling with them this whole entire time.
I don't like things that take souls.
The Kath Shay just bows to you, then.
We're giving it a lot of.
I hate why you're so aggressive towards everyone we come in contact.
We give the cachet a lot of trust. He can't do anything. Every fight we've been in, he hasn't done a thing.
It's so funny because it is powerful. Nothing's failed to save.
It's such a low save, but it's just
It's a nasty effect when it goes off.
I wouldn't know.
yeah,
I wouldn't
for
know
sure.
about this.
I guess I asked Ryan. I was like, "Is this
Yeah.
what the effect is?" He goes, "That's exactly what it is." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I 100% guessed,
Yeah.
literally just based off context clues.
So, you guys, is that what you're doing then? You're finding a place that at least mostly hidden enough to hide him away with a little bit of food, water, the Kath Shay, and his undead follower, who's the bottom like 2 feet of the robe that they're wearing is just caked in it. It's starting to fray. It's dirty.
The
it's
fact
been
that it
missed.
hadn't frayed yet is impressive, and I kind of want that thread.
I mean, it didn't fray because they weren't walking on
They
it.
sat in a boat.
Yeah.
They boated from the territory, and he didn't bring water with him, so he was dehydrated out in the fucking ocean
Yeah.
like a dipshit.
Yep. Absolutely.
It was last.
It was.
They
It
were
was.
thing-
Literally out in the fucking ocean on a rowboat.
Hell of a thing to be dehydrated around water
Yeah.
that you cannot drink.
Maddening.
What the
No, you
fuck is
can
the
drink
book?
it.
No, what's the book? That it was
I know what you're
Japanese.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what the fuck you're talking about, but I
Water,
can't
water
drink it.
everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
No,
No.
it's actually like a wartime book.
Hatchet.
Oh.
No.
It's
different.
But I
no,
haven't read that series.
it's a single
First
book
one's
and it's
pretty good.
was it multiple series? I thought it was a single.
I was talking about Hatchet.
Hatchet has,
Hatchet has
yeah.
a couple.
I'm talking about it's
Yeah,
really like
the
a
first one's the
wartime
only good one.
story. And like he ends
hold
up
on.
the
The
first
others
one's the
are
best.
okay.
he's a pilot, I think, that crashes and he's in the ocean and like he spends a shit ton of time out in the ocean and eventually he gets found and it's like by like a Japanese POW
Wilson?
camp and stuff like that. It was like during World War
Peanut.
II. Yeah, dude, she's a little fucker. But yeah, it was
She's
like a
like,
Japanese POW.
You're talking, but not touching me, Dad.
Yeah, fucking. And she's actively pawing my face.
Mine will do that, but she'll lick my nose and like nibble at it, like, "Hey, wake up!"
Yeah.
My cat will wrap her paw around my glasses and rip them off my face.
Mine does that too. Gets annoying sometimes.
So, you guys tuck Warren away in some bushes, some food. Ellis, do you want to mark off 3 days worth of rations?
3
I actually was
days.
gonna ask if they wanted any rations.
Let's be honest, it's like 1 day.
Well, he's not really in a state to be answering. It's
I
just really.
meant the cat Shay want.
Oh.
I'll ask the cat Shay if he wants me to leave by rations, or do you think you can actually get food?
I never actually asked. Is the cache eating with us?
Cache was eating.
So the cache
They disappear a
disappears
lot.
now and again while you guys are traveling. It says we're close enough to the water. I'll fish.
Okay.
Leave some
What else?
rations. I don't trust the cat.
If a hunter says they can hunt, then I trust him.
He also said they could
So-
help in fights. They haven't.
What does the cache say? Wisdom?
It is wisdom. Yeah.
It's like a decent.
Like I said, I will hunt them down.
You had to make sure you were safe first.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
one time
Alright.
roll.
Real shitty one time, and you're fucked.
So
Let's see if I
Um,
can finally get to the point that I literally can't fail.
let's see.
You might be beyond it.
You might be. Probably not.
No.
Like,
I can.
I'll say-
The lowest I can roll is a 9 right now.
oh, yeah, then you're not.
Yeah, I'm not beyond it yet.
I think his DC is like 12 or something.
It's like
Oh.
11.
So
It's
not far off.
Yeah. So you guys continue traveling towards this forest. And as you guys get closer, another hour or two into the travels, Ellis,
Yeah.
are you proficient in nature?
I
Probably.
am. I'm the only
Okay.
nature person.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a nature check. Do it with advantage since you
Thank
lived and grew up in a forest.
Shit.
That's what you get.
You want to
Corruption detecting pendant?
It's still clear.
15 with advantage. It
15.
rolls super well.
So as you as it becomes more and more, as more and more of it comes up over the horizon, it looks odd to you. The forest that you grew up in is very, a very typical forest. Like all the trees kind of made sense. you know, it looked like a normal forest, like how you would think of a forest to look. This forest here is, well, first off, much larger. As you get closer, you realize that the treetops are probably 2 or 3 times taller than what you're used to. The trees are much closer together. The forest itself is just more thick than what you're used to. There's way more colors. You can see that there are probably 2 or 3 dozen different types of trees that you can glance and differentiate just from looking at it, which is really odd. Usually an area only has a couple of different types of trees growing, so close together. But this has a ton of different trees all within the same space. You see various fruits. The closer you guys get on, the ground to get to there's more. You see flowers appearing where the land has been half barren the whole time you've been traveling, and as you even see like it off in the distance, the closer it gets to the forest, it's like walking through a flower field.
Hmm.
It's you can even see a couple of birds flittering, in and amongst the trees above the tree line and everything, where they have not been, close enough to really see anything out here. It's just full of life, fruits, bushes, like berry bushes, like off in the distance, flowers. It's just full of life.
Does this look like I don't know if you remember one of the inner groves in the forest that is filled with like the majestic flowering trees, and that's where Arexis can be seen. Does it resemble that sort of?
The amount of life here, very similar, yeah.
So do I get the idea
just
it's like
on a
Fae sort of because of that, sort of either divine or Fae, like
yeah, and you guys have heard rumors of Fae dealings in this area.
Uh-huh.
So you can assume that there might be some Fae magic or whatnot propagating the forest, but it's definitely just on a mind-blowingly massive scale compared to that inner grove of your forest back home.
Okay.
Are you guys just continuing to approach, or are you planning anything?
You said it was the entrance to the fort?
There,
It was the
entrance.
come to the entrance of the Underdark near the entrance of the Fae Forest for a cure.
Right.
Get the cure for
Forest.
shard.
So somewhere close by the forest is, at least to their words, the entrance to the Underdark, which you guys would know rumors of, but not necessarily something in city.
Do I see tracks of humanoids or werewolves or anything like that?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Can I assist?
You can absolutely assist her and make your own check.
You want to make your own, or do you want to assist?
I'll make my own.
Okay.
I'll make it. Do it. I have no idea what we're doing. I had to use the restroom.
Good.
I was checking for tracks.
What am I rolling?
No, these guys are rolling survival. They're looking for tracks.
22.
30.
22?
Not bad. I think I do pretty all right.
It's like I've made myself good at some very specific things.
Yeah.
For sure. So. Ooh. That works. Okay. You do, in fact, both of you, as you start glancing around, you do see tracks. humanoid, both barefoot and with footwear.
Hmm.
Medium in size, creature wise. Maybe Ellis size, maybe a little smaller.
Ooh.
How large was the guy that ran from us?
He was a bulky human, but only 6'2", 6'3".
Human?
Oh,
Did we even see him in the human form at all?
You did.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
talked to him.
several times.
Oh,
Ever talking to him that wasn't directly fighting him, he was human.
Yeah, I'm 5'2", so I'm small. So if they're a little smaller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
probably around there,
6'2",
5.
by the way.
Yeah, just looking at the shoe size, probably
Yeah.
between 4'10" and 5'2", somewhere in
Shoe
that
size,
ballpark.
how deep the imprint is.
Yeah.
All that.
How indented the heel is into the
Yeah.
soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. I would say with your guys' roll, there is one set of tracks, one of the barefoot set of tracks that is very obviously running towards the forest. The rest of them just seem to be a casual walk.
Can we tell about how many tracks there are? Like,
There is one set of tracks that has footwear, and 3 distinct others that are barefoot.
mm,
The footwear, does it look like it's something that was designed to have a lot of traction, or does it look like it's like a fucking flat sole foot that's meant for fashion?
It does not look to be an outdoor type of.
The princess. She's a pampered bitch. With that
And-
kind of footwear? Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are still several hours out, multiple miles away from the forest at this point. So if you guys want to, go, prepare to approach it in any specific manner or take some precautions, this would be the time.
precaution. Are we?
I'd like to point out we still haven't. So we aren't attacking then?
We need to get the cure.
We need to cure him. We need to not get cursed again. Don't know how. It's just. I want revenge as much as you want.
Here's also the thing, we're going into their territory. When you're like that, and if you're a skilled hunter, that is insanely deadly. Where Nin, I know you don't care for stealthing or whatever. Being in an environment like this, it heightens everything and it makes it extremely deadly. That's how you can take out large things by stealthing around and are
They
able to
would
take
be
things by
cowards like that,
surprise.
wouldn't they?
It's
Strategic
cowardly.
hunting is a
Cowardice.
thing. No. How you hunt.
That's how Alice hunts.
That's
Okay,
literally how you hunt. So I mean,
They aren't hunting. They need to be fighting.
Fighting what?
They're
Uh,
hunting,
what,
and we're the prey.
yeah.
well, before we go in, I
It
is a little-
lasts 8 hours, right?
Yes.
Why did I hear the number 8? I'm like, why are you putting 8 on him? 8 what?
aid. I
Because
8
7,
aids.
8, 9.
Magic.
I could either cast it at second level or third. The big chunk.
Suicide. No.
That's 5 hit versus
Who's
10.
getting it?
Give it to
Kevin.
the people that go up front. Yeah.
Kevin, Lexington, in. Y'all
This is for
And-
the
Okay.
8 hours.
has third level on you.
And okay.
Is this max or temp? Temp.
Max.
Max.
You'll heal that amount at
I'm at 124.
And 90.
I'm a passable level 3.
I think you're still. What are you at right now, Kevin?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are
and
you
I'm going to
below
pass.
still?
I am below 90.
Uh-huh.
I am close to 80.
Do I have more than Ragul at this moment with
Probably
aid?
not.
For me,
pull it up,
Ellis
hold
and
on.
Bruno, 5.
Thank you.
How much do you have, Nin?
124.
No. He's got 129.
I'm so tempted to cast at 4th level.
I can't wait for aid to be the most used spell of my bard.
Mm.
It's nice.
Roll for magic.
That no longer exists, hopefully.
That's actually funny. I was talking to Chris today. I decided to message him, and one of the things he goes, we're talking about the end of the crest. He goes, "Sweet, so roll for magic is a phrase we'll never have to hear again."
I wouldn't say never.
Just in passing.
Okay. I
Can
don't
Zaz
think-
and Talak be gods?
Yeah, their own world.
I mean, some people know we're, saviors.
You're more legends than gods.
Okay.
And
I'll
legends
take it.
never die.
The next thing I could do is lock up the familiar and send one guy. Have a couple help back.
We're still a couple hours out, right?
Yeah. You guys
I'm
are
just forming
probably a good
strategies.
20 miles away from Phyllis.
Because it does take a minute to cast. So,
Does anyone know what an Underdark is?
Like I said, you guys have
Probably not.
would know stories of the Underdark, but it's mostly like parents telling children monsters are going to come out of the Underdark to steal them away type of thing.
Would I have read anything on like what an entrance to the Underdark would look like?
Not really. Caves, a hole in the grounds. They're pretty vague and usually like spooky things.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Um,
just looking for a dark hole that goes down.
Are there any other things that like what people would have called the Underdark? Like any other name?
Just with the connotation and how it's been used thus far, that would be the only name that you would be familiar with at the.
So I've heard of the Abyss, and like Ellis has heard of the Abyss, but not really of the Underdark until she left her home.
So the Abyss has been talked about as like a separate plane of existence, and the Underdark seems to be something physically here, like just underground.
And that's where like she was trying to like make any kind of connection.
Yeah.
Because I had some stuff. I was like, I know about the Abyss.
Right.
Like that's one of the other like the Feywilds and then the Abyss.
Uh,
Yeah. Does anyone know what it would even like? Really, red caves? A hole in the
Probably
ground?
underground, and it's probably really dark.
Looking for a dark hole that goes down.
Who's gonna be blind?
2 of them.
I'm casting light.
It's
3 of
slow
them.
as your light.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's right. Fucking.
It's most of the party. Screw you guys.
What do you mean most of the party?
Nope.
Half
bear
Wait,
and the familiar
can Bruno
can
see in the
see.
dark?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, the bear and the
Fair
familiar can
enough.
see. Fuck
Bruno's
you.
not a person. He doesn't count.
Bears
Oh,
are people
fucking-
too.
I could
Bruno and the
just roll.
familiar count as one entity, so 3 people can see in the dark,
Half.
and 3 can't.
Look, I need rags for a reason.
I kind of want to
Actually,
get
You're
a.
s- sandwich.
I could like boop 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 boop. switch
You could just-
between
I was
perspectives.
gonna say, yeah, you could just have it sit on your shoulder and just look through its point of view.
You become a fly. The
Just become
bunch of cone of
blind.
visions.
Rubber band, just look through familiar things.
You're playing through VR.
So, you guys, aid was cast.
Yeah.
What else has been?
She was talking about doing
preparation.
flock of familiars when we get.
Oh,
I
right,
was
right, right.
thinking what would be viable if that was good. It does
Yep.
last
Do you
1
guys?
hour. If we see the entrance, yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess. If you think that's something that'll help.
I don't.
I could cast Shield of Faith on someone. Only lasts 10 minutes though.
I don't know if
Unless
we
it's
should just
concentration.
outright look like we're trying to be hostile, though, if we're trying to get the cure. If we're trying to be hostile right away, then they might not give it to us.
Hmm.
I am so far out of my element and depth.
If we aren't going to be hostile, I will not cast help.
Last chance to give me coins. We're gonna lose them anyways. Might as well stay with us.
I think
Mm.
that's
I took my
Um,
shot.
You try.
I was gonna say I could stealthily get in there, but they've seen all of us.
I could stealth in.
No.
Clank, clank, clank.
See,
The
Forrest.
thing is, if I'm loud enough, they'll just think it's a natural disaster.
Forrest, I'm a god at
Forest would be
stealthing
great for
through.
us both.
Because yeah,
Because we're both stealthy and we can just go up trees.
we're both wood elves, so
Yeah.
I can hide in foliage.
Half what else?
Yeah.
You can just barely not see me.
Yeah.
Ah,
Literally like fog. It's such a bullshit
so
like
good.
fog. You just disappear. It's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
you mean you disappear? I'm hidden.
I'm gone.
I am gone.
Which is
All right.
that's like some Naruto shit.
So, flock of familiars or no?
it is
Hmm.
concentration problem.
I
Okay.
would
I would say
right
no.
now.
I'd say
If anything goes
Save
wrong,
the
I
point.
can
It doesn't add enough.
yeah. Save the points for either damage or heal, or more risky situation.
Okay, so as you guys approach the direction of the massive forest,
Just announce our presence. If we can't find this hole, it might be.
More than welcome to shout.
I would
Say-
wait.
Try
Damn it!
first.
Let's see if we can do it. Because if you yell out and alert them, then they have the time to prep. Versus us just going
You know,
in
they
and
already
then-
are expecting
definitely
us.
not
They
the
know
only
we're
things
coming.
in here.
Let's
very
not
true.
go into everything always loud.
This is the last time we went in loud.
I stare at you dead in the face. And just
When's the last time we full committed to loud?
you literally just full committed
make
loud
up.
to like, walking
don't-
to the skeleton.
You don't have
That was
a
a
choice.
distraction
Nick.
for your sneaking. When was
I-
the last time
I
at a
didn't-
party we went in loud?
Nin, I don't need you to distract.
Because it's almost like it's a better idea to try and stealth.
I'm not a coward. I don't need that.
It's not cowardice.
Mhm.
Pretty coward.
Ellis, okay. Kevin,
I still haven't heard an answer to my question.
You literally
would you like a cookie? It is a special.
As a out of character, as a party, when's the last time we went in loud?
I'll put a
Hopefully
cookie
never.
in my pocket.
After 3 years, I hope we can still say
if
never.
I go I'll go through my fucking notes and I will count up every fucking time. I swear to God, motherfucker.
Name
I have the notes to do it.
one. I legitimately can't name one.
Start marking down every time Nin rolls less than 10 for stealth.
No, I said that as a party we go in
right,
loud.
right.
Not as like
Docs.
Generally,
Literally
you
in
guys.
the forest. You actively wanted to be loud, so you would draw in shit.
that's not at the party. That's you
That
guys
is as a
sneaking
party.
around.
Because
That's
the
a
rest of them,
distraction.
you
Being
All
a
right, all right,
distraction
all
is
right.
different.
So,
no.
you guys
Cannon,
move.
do
Got
you want
less
a
than half
cookie?
an hour.
I'll put a cookie in my pocket.
You guys argue the whole way.
Oh no, this is out of character.
No, this is pretty much
It's
unbrand.
I
You
was,
know, in character too.
I was in character.
Yeah.
I was out, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you guys are several hours away from the forest, so a little bit of travel, a little bit of prep. You guys start psyching yourselves up for whatever it is to come, with the forest. And
Those docs did not count.
as you get closer to it, I cannot reiterate the massive size of this thing. Like, it fully engulfs all of
Feel like an ant.
the horizon, and it only gets larger as you approach closer.
So,
And
Are these trees smaller or bigger than the trees of the ones that literally were as tall as the canyon?
they're not that tall. They're,
Okay.
it's
It's the second biggest forest I've seen.
right. So those trees are like extra planar, like tall. These are just massive for normal.
Yeah, it's the second most impressive forest I've seen.
Right. It's also the second forest you've ever seen. So
Yeah.
Remember the negative planes forest?
okay,
There.
that's fair. The dead one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, that was part of the same forest.
Nope.
Oh no. Okay,
That's
I get what
separate.
you're saying. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've seen 3.
but yeah, as you get closer, you guys can start seeing more signs of wildlife. You see, again, more birds flittering around, more insects the closer you get to it. You see some smaller critters kind of running around just on the outskirts of the forest, ducking in and out of the bushes and trees. You see various fruits amongst the canopy, berry bushes, flowers, just galore. This place is teeming with life. And you get to the point where you're about, I would say, maybe an hour out, 3 to 5 miles or so at a brisk walk. And you hear this voice in all of your heads, feminine, but forceful. It says, the adventurers. I'm eager to see you arrive. You may approach.
Where?
You just scream out into the ether.
No, that's his outside voice. That's not screaming. That's just his outside voice.
Luxton, have a cookie for you.
You are not charmed.
No. I have advantage against charms.
Too bad it's not a save.
Damn.
Yeah. It just is. So, as you guys get closer to the forest, about 20 minutes later, you see this individual with a very strange attire. It almost looks like they're half dressed for a formal wear and half dressed to explore, with leathers and cloth hanging, and various amounts of whites and blues. Hair pulled up in a tight braid. A brunette, sorry, shorter than Ellis, just by a smidgen, standing at a solid 5 feet, is what looks like this lunar princess, if that is who it is. Yes, we can do a little bit of talkie-talkie before we call it. I'll say I'll leave that up to you guys. Do you want to leave the start of the talkies for next week, or do you want to just do a little
As
bit
much
now?
as I want to talk, it's probably better to
Probably
leave it for
leave
next
it.
week so we don't forget anything.
A, so we don't forget,
And we
B,
can
I've
plan.
been checked out for the
Yeah.
past half hour. I'm exhausted.
That's fair. So with that, you guys are, like I said, about a half an hour outside of this massive forest. This individual by themselves is approaching you at a brisk walk. Look like they're half ready to attend a
Human?
fancy
What?
dinner. They, with their hair pulled back, you see a little bit of pointed ears. Mostly human, elf-like features, half elf.
Moving faster than normal?
Um,
Like what would be an average pace?
it's hard to tell at a distance. Very brisk walking, not necessarily. It's just hard to tell. You guys are moving in opposite directions. I would say, young. Hard to say for an elf, but probably in their early 20s, early mid 20s.
Like
Um,
elvish mid-20s or human
You don't know.
mid-20s?
You have no idea. It looks the same.
One elf.
Yeah.
Though you think it's a
Example
half elf,
A.
Yeah.
I also
Uh,
don't know how old they are.
I would say all of you, just the last roll of the night, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm using the party inspiration.
Dude.
You know, I'm going to use the
No,
last part of
natural
your
20.
question
I'm
because fuck
using
you.
it.
Natural 20.
I already called it,
for
Alex. Beat you to it.
28.
3 of them. So,
No, you
I used one at the start, so
oh.
I rolled lower. I did it just because it was it's the last roll of the night.
Since they-
28.
28.
12.
Nat 20. But my perception score is a lot lower than Ellis's.
It is a little bit difficult to see in the daylight. But this person looks like they do give off a faint glow. And it looks like where they are walking as they approach you, their footsteps are leaving a very slight amount of this palish blue white light before it fades. It just like a trailing as they walk.
Do they look like they party?
Maybe.
Arty, hardy, arty.
Woo-woo.
All right, rolling crafting. If I roll a 13 or higher, I am done crafting.
Ellis, do you want to
Nice. 15.
Gwen how to speak Elvish or Sylvan?
Yeah, which would you prefer?
Sylvan.
Yeah, I can teach you. I'm actually not working on anything at the moment.
I'll finish my potion up. I should be able to. Not that rough.
I'm
do you
adding
speak
jewelry
Elvish?
crafting to my
not.
skills.
Okay.
Well, what was that?
I'm adding jewelry crafting to my skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. That's
You
nice.
immediately-
All I know is Celestial, Common, Draconic.
You will immediately find I try using Elvish as the base and realize you don't speak that. And I go, this might be a little harder, but I will help you.
Okay.
Wait, what are you trying to
do I
learn?
need to learn Elvish first?
Nope, this is fine. We'll
Are
look at this.
you sure?
Nope, it's fine.
I can learn the. Okay.
So I'll say,
How do you even make those sounds?
if that's how Ellis kind of does things,
Alice is her first language. Elvish is the first language, and then Sylvan, Elvish, and then
give yourself a -5 to whatever you roll.
5? Oh my
Yeah.
-5. That's
That's
crazy.
hard.
I figured that you would just up the DC. That's crazy.
What are we learning?
Could roll
okay.
negative.
That makes that
Uh,
fucking thing insane.
She doesn't speak Elvish. If that's how you
And
translate
that's-
it,
Crazy.
And I also learn with them.
And it's what a DC what?
I believe the language was a DC 50.
Okay,
with
that's
help.
not
Yeah.
as bad. But I was
Language?
like, holy
Oh,
shit.
I have my notes up. Second.
Yeah, I believe it was
Yeah.
lower
Yes,
than a tool.
language is
Yeah.
50.
Okay. since we're using a teacher.
If you're teaching, can
Right,
I
can
tag
we say
along?
that I have made a practice ring for my thumb? It doesn't have any effect. It is literally
I
just
don't know if that's a game called.
circle.
Can Ellis teach both of us?
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
the same.
laugh the fuck out of you.
Could
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna. What language
If-
are you teaching?
Sylvan.
Oh, sorry, it's the language of cowards. You wouldn't like it.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Spicy Ellis.
Cowards.
It's not as magical as my other cookies, but you get a cookie.
Jesus.
by the way, I don't
That's
have the resources to make
intelligence,
it, but the key block potion is done.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now
I
you just
do
need
not
a
have the shit.
shit ton of
Well,
money.
I
it's,
need
it's herb base, and here's
need
a massive
300.
magical forest.
300 more gold of
Oh.
herbs to make one because you made it 1,000 gold.
Rye.
Oh,
Do you know of any good weapons I can make for Nin? I have 150 gold worth of mats on me, so I might be able to start something. Not finish it, but at least be able to start it.
For
So I
150?
rolled really well, but -5.
I have 150 gold, and I'm hoping I could get like 1 or 2 rolls into it, just so I'm not wasting rolls.
15's good.
Because I just like putting those initial mats towards it.
I mean, I don't know anything off the top of my head. We could definitely start looking for things before the next session. That way your next roll doesn't go to waste. Sure.
Kevin, roll your intelligence check.
Yeah, I bought extra materials so that way I could make stuff while on the road.
And Kevin knows Elvish, so it's a little easier.
I'm
Yeah,
not
Kevin
doing that.
doesn't get the
You
minus
You rolled, the,
5.
you rolled the same things on the dice, but since she has the negative, it's a.
How do you make that sound? That sound? The
absolute.
Hello wishes.
I listen to him.
They're all practicing Sylvan, and Nin's just like, huh?
I have made it that he 100% cannot learn Elvish. I have like cemented that in that
Look,
Did
I'm
he
very
probably
he just in
Neither.
like, he is able to learn to understand it maybe if he wants to, but speak it he cannot produce those
He
sounds.
knows 2 or 3 words, and if he uses those words, we're fighting. Okay.
Yeah, like I am role playing that he literally cannot produce those
I
sounds.
am ending the stream.
Sounds good.
Did not realize I've been streaming for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hit my 11 months.